last time. Looks for Deutsch. Deutsch at the 1 into the end zone. Middle play action. Now look to pass over the middle. It's intercepted by Cole Hebel. Intercepted by Hebel. Rears back, comes downfield, has Rodriguez. Rodriguez at the 40, to the 50, to the 40. Rodriguez is going to keep going. Right, Fetting's got room, and here's Bo Fetting. Fetting's still on his feet. Fetting's gone. Looking to pass, playing off, coming left side, picked up by Cotton. Alex Cotton with the pick, he'll take it back, and into the end zone.
Turn and hand the ball off. Will Starkey, he thunders his way. 30, 20, one man to beat. He's got... Middle's got a man, that's Friddle. Look out, Friddle, 40, 30, he's loose, 20, 10, touchdown.
Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And a good Saturday morning. Welcome to a high school playoff football edition of yourliveevent.com. Coming to you live from Jerome Berg Field on the campus of Mayville State University. It's the Mayport CG Patriots hosting the Wyndmere Lidgerwood Warbirds in the second round of the North Dakota Division 9B football playoffs. I'm Joel Morgan. Thanks for joining me on the Irie Insurance pregame show. Irie Insurance for all your insurance needs. Visit Irie Insurance online at irieins.com. Wyndmere Lidgerwood entering this game 7-2 overall on the season. They played in the first round of the 9B playoffs last week, and it was a convincing win against Hatton Northwood, 50-12. That put them on to the second round matchup as they were unseeded coming into the playoffs. Well, Mayport CG comes in as the 5 seed. They were not in action last week, so they got a little bit of a bye week, a chance to get some extra rest and get ready for this next round matchup here in the Class 9B playoffs. Let's take a look at how the bracket looks from top to bottom. Lemoore Litchfield Marion taking on Maple River. That one begins at 1 o'clock. We have that for you on yourliveevent.com. St. John hosting Surrey. That one begins at 1:30. Cavalier, the number 4 seed against North Star. That begins at 1 o'clock. New Salem and Hettinger County, they will play at New Salem Almont at 2. It is Grant County Flasher hosting South Border. That begins at 1:30. North Prairie hosting North Border. That begins at 2. Divide County against West Hope Newburgh. That one begins at 2 o'clock. So this will be the earliest start time of the 9B playoffs, with the winner of this game playing the winner of Cavalier North Star next week at a time and site obviously to be determined between these two teams. But the reason for the early start time here at Jerome Berg Field, well, this is a shared facility with the Mayville State University Comets. The Comets will have a 5 o'clock kickoff coming up this afternoon. They will play the Dakota State University Trojans. So getting this one started early for a chance for that college game to begin here this evening at 5 o'clock. This is the Irie Insurance pregame show. Still to come, we'll get a look at our lineups brought to you by American Crystal Sugar. We'll also get a chance to hear from both head coaches. We'll hear from Scott Stringy coming up when we return at his high school football playoff coverage on yourliveevent.com.
The telephone knows we all like choices. You can choose to have communication and data services up to 1 gigabit over a reliable state-of-the-art fiber optic network. And you can choose to have the same great services available town or country with local service and support. You can choose to have an individual service or bundle. You can choose to avoid tricky promotional pricing. You can choose unlimited data. The choice seems clear. Choose Halstead Telephone, Broadband Voice TV. 1-800-457-2125.
I'm Darian Bitts. I'm confident on and off the field. And when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nb.gov/confident.
I'm Trace Tisberg. I'm confident on the stage, and when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
The Mayport CG Booster Club is here to support, promote, and encourage all Patriot sports and academic activities. The Mayport CG Booster Club members strive each year to make events within Mayport CG schools a very rewarding experience for the students, athletes, and spectators alike. For more information, like the Mayport CG Booster Club on Facebook. Best of luck to the teams competing in today's game, and go Patriots!
From plan to plant to harvest, Mayport Farmers Co-op is assisting your farming operation. Plan ahead for 2023 to lock in your orders for seed, chemical, and fertilizer for your fields. Call and talk to the agronomy team at the Mayport Farmers Co-op, 701-786-7263. Get your seed orders for Mustang seed corn and soybean varieties. Go online, mayportfarmers.com for market information, announcement, and news from the Mayport Farmers Co-op. Call 701-786-4263 or go online, mayportfarmers.com.
We are back on the pregame show, playoff football. Wyndmere Lidgerwood against Mayport CG. Scott Stringy, head coach of the Warbirds, with us. Coach, a good matchup coming your way here, but you guys last week had Northwood, first opponent in the playoffs, a nice win, 50-12. What was working well for you guys?
Well, both sides of the ball, and I thought our special teams did overall a good job. I think Hatton's one of the better special teams units we've seen in years. They do a really nice job. They spend a lot of time on it. Offensively, I think we were stopped on one drive where we fumbled right before half. But other than that, our offense, we had quite a few conversions, and our defense did a good job stopping them and turning the ball over to us. So we controlled the game throughout. So it was nice to get through it relatively injury-free and, stay in that rhythm that you hope to keep. You come off a tough game against Lemoore, and you don't know how the kids are going to respond, but we got a good group of seniors, and they had a good week of prep and had a nice showing last week.
Yeah, and that was going to be my next question. As you play Lemoore, defending champions, a team that a lot of people figured would have the success they've had so far this season. You guys didn't get the win, but what were the biggest takeaways for you guys in that regular season finale?
Well, as far as Lemoore is concerned, they've been battling some injuries, but they have a top-rated team, obviously, in the state, and I thought our kids played well. We had 4 touchdowns, didn't get a 2-point conversion. We have to do a better job there. We had a couple opportunities. We left some things out on the field where, we make a change here, a change there. We're right in that game. We dropped one, I think it was 2 touchdown passes, one for sure. But I was impressed with the run D. Lemoore is so physical, and I thought we matched their physicality really well. And we didn't get rattled. They scored right before half. I think there was 19 seconds left before half, and we scored on a kickoff return to answer that. So we answered them every time. We came out of the second half, and they they kicked it, and our 2 up front guys didn't do a fair catch, didn't catch, actually ran away from the ball. I don't know what they were thinking. They can't tell you what they were thinking, but they felt really bad about it. It was a game changer. We had a good momentum going into half, and then they take the ball, I don't remember, on our 40 or 35 and go down and score right away. But we still continued to fight even after that mishap.
Your season, just 2 losses, one of them against your upcoming opponent in Mayport CG, that Lemoore game we just talked about. But overall, what have you been the most happy with this season, first on the offensive side of the football?
Offensive side, I thought our quarterback, Tyler Brandt, did a great job this year. I was really impressed with our O-line. Tight end is what we call O-line and 9-man, but they and our receivers do a great job blocking. But we've controlled the line of scrimmage most of the time during the year. And then Brian Quam came in as a sophomore. It was second quarter when Tyler went down with that injury, and he's out for the year. But Brian came in, and he made some mistakes, which you expect from a young kid. But he came in, and he didn't wet his pants. He stood up to the challenge and had some nice drives, got us in the end zone. I think it was 2 times. Got us in the end zone against the number 1 team in the state, which is nice, gave him confidence. And then last week he got his first career start, and it's nice when a sophomore can have a 1-0. Their first start is in the playoffs, and they come out with a win, so that was really nice. Offensively, we've been able to run the ball. that's been huge for us. And then when opportunities have either been open to us or, we had to pass, we've been able to pass the ball consistently too, most of the time. So offensively, it's been good. Defensively, the team is, I think we've got 2 shutouts this year, have done a much better job than last year, making teams punt and turning the ball over. I think we're I want to say plus 12 turnover margin for the season, which is really good. That's a great goal to have. And I think we've forced 22 and had 10 turnovers for the season. And I think we had 4 of those turnovers against Lemoore. So for the most part, taking care of the ball and forcing turnovers have been huge for us.
When you get in that situation, obviously in game, when you're changing quarterback, you take what comes your way and you deal with it. But when you have time to prepare for a game like you did with your quarterback getting his first start, what are some things that you have to work on, maybe a little bit extra in practice to get everyone, not just him, but his whole offensive unit and the line on that same page?
It sounds too basic, but snaps, handoffs, things that you do. He gets Brian would get snaps with the first team, but nothing like he was going to get. So we had to make sure we did that and find that balance too, because you got a team that you got to go and beat. So you had to have some plays in that we haven't shown, and be able to have those plays in too. So during the playoffs, I give them Mondays off. Tuesday's basically our Monday practice, and install, I should say. We were able to do that, but man, it looked ugly early on last week. It looked really ugly, and then by the end of the week, he was rolling, and the kids really stepped up and gave him protection and made some nice holes for him, and I think he ran for a couple touchdowns too.
Mayport CG, the opponent you guys are going to have here coming up. You saw them week 1. Obviously, you're a different team. You have a new quarterback besides your players just growing over a season. They're a different team as well. But what do you remember from that week 1 matchup against them?
Well, we started off. We got ahead of them by a score, and then they answered, and then we got ahead of them by another score late in the second quarter, and then they scored right before half, which was tough for us. One, because that momentum, but 2, we didn't handle it well, and our kids really turned on each other, and I had not seen that. And the kids, we were able to, we lost the game ultimately, but I saw the kids turned on each other. We talked about it. Fans actually saw it too. It was that bad, and that's not something I'm used to. And we were able to meet as captains and figure things out, and shake some things up and talk to some kids and make sure that didn't happen again. And we've faced adversity throughout the year after that. Not a lot of times, but there were times when we had our back against the wall, and the kids responded really well. So we learned a lot about ourselves. It's nice when you play a team of Mayport's caliber to find out where you're at, see where you're at right away. And we had holes, and we probably could have got away with them if we hadn't played a team like Mayport, and then we would have found out later. So it was a good battle. I was very impressed with their physicality they showed, and their speed. Their backs are as good a backfield in the state, and their line's great. They got that Koenig, that quarterback, I think he signed with NDSU. He's just a tremendous athlete. He's getting better and better each game. You can see the confidence that he has. So yeah, I mean, I'm very impressed with them. I'm impressed with how they call plays. I'm impressed how they defend on that side of the ball. I was very impressed with their game plan against Lemoore, and I know they're going to have a really good game plan for us. So we got to be ready to go.
You guys will be playing on the turf of Mayville State, and that Droneberg Field, I think, just so unique on how it's built. You're pretty much into the crowd when you're standing there on that sideline. But is there going to have to be any sort of different approach playing on that turf and playing in a stadium like that?
I think where you see a big impact would be on the special teams, the kicking game, the returning, how the ball, takes hops, things like that. It's going to be nice for the kids. You watch film and fields are getting pretty bare right now and getting slick, and now you get on a turf where it's going to be a clean turf. That it's going to be nice. I got to coach in the Shrine game this year there. We played there last year and 2 years.
We are back on the pregame show, playoff football.
Harvest is here, and that means we all need to be careful. Hello, this is Bethany Rentz with Irie Insurance. We want to make sure everyone up and down the valley has a safe and successful harvest. Take extra special care in your travels. Slow-moving combines, mud-covered roads, and debris are just a few things during harvest that can be dangerous. So take your time, watch your surroundings, and most of all, be patient and slow down. For more harvest safety tips, go to irieins.com.
You're protected and appreciated at Irie.
Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity provider.
Welcome back to the pregame show. Mayport CG taking on Wyndmere Lidgerwood. 9B playoff football here on this Saturday on YourLiveEvent.com. We were talking with Patriots head coach Adam Sola. Coach, you guys have a good regular season. You earn a chance to not have to play last week in the first round of these 9B playoffs. What did you guys do to take advantage of having that extra time?
Last week, honestly, we just really focused on ourselves. We were a little bit banged up coming out of our last game of the season against Maple River, so we kind of took it easier on the guys. We focused on our things. We went back to some fundamental type things, in our tackling and turnover department and individual position skill stuff. So we spent a lot of time doing that, and it was just trying to get ourselves still in the football mindset and the playoff mindset, but yet trying to heal ourselves up. And this week, we turned around and it was back to a normal week for us, just with film and game prep type stuff. But it was just mainly taking a look at ourselves and making sure we were healthy and ready to go for today.
And how much easier was that decision or that strategy, knowing that Wyndmere Lidgerwood had Northwood, you had already played them and had already seen them this year?
A little bit, but you got to give hats off to Coach Stringy. He's been doing playoff football for a while now, and his teams always come ready to play. And it seems like every year they've got something different that they're going to roll in and play for. So I don't know if you're ever going to be able to be fully prepared for a Wyndmere Lidgerwood team in the playoffs, but their footprint from earlier this year is definitely going to be something that we're going to be ready and prepared for. But we also have been telling the boys that we need to expect the unexpected on both offense and defense. So it should be fun to see what they throw at us today.
You have a loss on your record this season against Lidgerwood Marion, defending champions, a team that is expected to have the success that they've had so far this year. It was a close one, but what did you learn about yourselves playing against top competition 2 weeks before the playoffs?
I think the biggest thing that we learned out of that is that we're just as good as anybody else in the state. We got down right away at the beginning, gave up a big play on the first drive, but our heads didn't sink, and we kept playing our type of football. We played physical football up front. We were able to run the ball. We were able to stop them at different times. So even though we came out with a loss, we were up on them, up until about a minute or so left in the game. So our boys know that we can play with that type of competition, and it just kind of gave us the confidence that we're able to do it, but at the same time, it's going to keep us hungry and keep pushing here for this playoff run.
Overall this season, what have been the keys to success? We'll start on the offensive side of the football. What has worked so well for you guys so far?
Sure. Well, I mean, everything for us starts on the front line. We've got a really good offensive line this year. A couple of seniors in Andrew Arsvold and Lucas Fugelberg, and centered in the middle with junior John Muse, and not to mention our tight ends and wing that kind of help out with that too. But they give us the ability to do anything that we kind of want to do. We've been able to run the ball successfully with 3 or 4 different running backs this year. Quarterback is starting to be able to run the ball too, but at the same time, our quarterback has the time to throw the ball, to where he can make his reads and be able to have that success and know that he's got the time to make those reads. So that's probably been the biggest thing on the offensive side that's given us success.
And what have been the keys to success on the defensive side?
Defensively, I think it's just overall team speed. Even the guys in the trenches up front, and at all three levels, we've got really good team speed, and we're able to rally to balls. It's going to be kind of tougher to get to the edge against us, and we've been a lot more physical this year, too, than we have been in the past, which is definitely something you need on the defensive side. But I would say that overall team speed.
You guys play your games at Mayville State. You've had plenty of opportunities to play at Jerome Burke Field, which I think is one of the more unique fields that we have in this area. On top of that, you've had turf. Do you feel that it's really helped you guys having a steady playing field when you get to this point of the year and you see a lot of torn up fields, that you guys know that you're going to have grass, you're going to have turf, and you're going to be able to use a home field advantage?
Yeah, it definitely does come into play, and I'd say more so that this time of year when the natural surfaces start to really harden up when it gets cold out, kind of some of them almost turn into a concrete patch, at times. But being on that turf is definitely an advantage and is a lot easier on the kids' bodies than that natural surface is. So we're very thankful that Mayville State allows us to play our games up there and be able to practice up there every once in a while too, because it definitely gives you that ability to play the kind of football that you want to, no matter what the conditions are.
Wyndmere Lidgerwood, as you mentioned, it's about expecting the unexpected with the Warbirds team, but you did face them week one of the season. You win 38-16. What are the things that stick out the most that you remember from the week one meeting?
Well, they're just an overall good physical team. They always have been. They move their guards and their tight ends really well as far as trying to pull and get bodies into where they want to run the ball. You can't say enough about their running back, Andrew Arth. He's just a hard-nosed kid, both sides of the ball. If we're going to have success against them today, we're going to have to try to stop him on the offensive side, and we're going to have to get up to him at the second level on the defensive side. He's kind of all over the place on defense, so we have to make sure that we get some linemen up to him to be able to create some lanes for us to be able to run. Other than that, their tight ends are real good. They get you sucked up and wanting to play the run so much that their tight ends can tend to sneak back. So we have to be aware of that as well. And their quarterback is a little bit of an unknown now too. We were able to watch them last week against Hatton Northwood, and he's got a pretty good arm. Is able to run the ball too. Even though he's a backup quarterback, he's going to be just as capable, I think, as their original starter this year.
We've been talking with Adam Sola, head coach of Mayport CG, as they get ready to play Wyndmere Lidgerwood here at Jerome Burke Field. Coach, thanks for your time here and good luck.
You bet. Thanks, Joel. Thanks for having us.
Growers, here at Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, we are your water management contractors. We can help you with tile drainage plans, surface drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad at 701-430-0182 to get your water problem solved. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. 701-430-0182, helping farmers grow.
Welcome back to our Irie Insurance pregame show. For all your insurance needs, visit Irie Insurance. Get them online at IrieINS.com. Wyndmere Lidgerwood traveling out here to Jerome Burke Field to take on the Mayport CG Patriots in a 9B second round playoff matchup. The winner of this one will play Cavalier or North Star next week at the higher remaining seed hosting that next round of the playoffs. Let's get a look at our starting lineups here in our Irie Insurance pregame show. Our starting lineups are brought to you by American Crystal Sugar Company. Live the sweet life, great careers, quality products, growers own, crystalsugar.com. And we will get our starting lineups. We will start with the offensive starters for the Wyndmere Lidgerwood Warbirds, coached by head coach Scott Stringy. On the line, it will be Jared Quam, Brady Kolschel, and Jason Barton. Matthias Kackman and Carl Quam will be the tight ends. Levi Kackman and Jay Kutro will be the receivers. Andrew Arth will be the tailback. Brian Quam, the sophomore, will be the starting quarterback, playing in his second start this season. Came in after an injury, came in that game against Lemoore Litchfield Marion to wrap up the regular season. Got his first start last week, and we heard Coach Stringy talk about it here on our Irie Insurance pregame show that it was a lot of basics, back to basics with their sophomore quarterback this week. Just to get on rhythm with his line, with his offense. So Brian Quam getting the start so far this season. He has passed for 152 yards, 3 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, has rushed for another 288. So an able piece for Wyndmere, Lidgerwood, and the Warbirds. Again, 7-2, 3-1. They finished in their region. The defensive starters, again, we haven't had the coin toss, but we'll go with the defensive starters for the Mayport CG Patriots on the line. John Muse, Andrew Arsvold, Brooks Braun. Linebackers will be Zyler Carlson, Lucas Fugelberg, and Landon Koenig. The corners, Jacob Hutter and Noah Mihus. And the safety will be Cole Kritzberger. That is the defensive starters for the Mayport CG Patriots, coached by head coach Adam Sola. 7-1 overall this season. They were 4-0 in their region, earning them a seed as they come into this tournament as the number 5 seed. That has been your starting lineups, brought to you by American Crystal Sugar Company. Again, live the sweet life, great careers, quality products, growers owned, crystalsugar.com. We'll step aside again here on our Irie Insurance pregame show. More coming your way next. You're watching coverage of playoff football on yourliveevent.com.
Take a good look at Hillsboro. It's conveniently located between Fargo and Grand Forks. Hillsboro is a growing community with solid local schools with high graduation rates. There's an industrial park ready to host a new business. And there's Woodland Park with activities all year round. The Hillsboro Economic Development Corporation asks you to take a good look at Hillsboro when you're thinking about a place to put down roots and grow. For more information, contact the Hillsboro Economic Development Corporation at growhillsboroND.com.
Hey, what you doing?
Crawling around under my planter trying to figure out if I need any maintenance parts replaced.
It's harvest time, buddy.
Yeah, I know, but the guys at RDK Enterprises keep reminding me to check now, just in case I need something ordered.
What do I look for?
Just give RDK a call and ask some questions. They are the guys I go to for answers.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. We will answer all of your planter questions or come out to your farm and take a look at your planter. Give us a call, 701-636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Efficiencies are critical, which is why you need a lender who will find the right loan structure for a strong financial future. You need a lender to look out for your whole farm operation. Ag Country.
Back on the Irie Insurance pregame show. For all your insurance needs, that is IRIE.com. The official announcements of the starting lineups being made by the pay announcer out here at Jeromeburg Field, as it's Mayport CG hosting Wyndmere Lidgerwood. We have another game coming your way. That one begins at 1 o'clock. Lemoore Litchfield Marion, the defending 9B champions, the number 1 seed, hosting Maple River. Chase Miller with the call on that one. Again, you can see that on yourliveevent.com beginning around 1 o'clock here as we move into the afternoon. The final 2 classes of football wrapped up last night in North Dakota. Seeding was finally put out. We'll start with 11 AA. West Fargo Cheyenne, the number 1 overall seed. They will host Century on Friday. The number 4 seed Legacy will host Davies. Number 2 seed Mandan will host West Fargo. Number 3 Shanley will host Minot. The 11 AA football playoffs that will be set again to begin on Friday. While 11A Fargo South edging Valley City last night 7-3. That gets Fargo South the number 1 seed. They will host Dickinson. Valley City, the 4 seed, hosts Fargo North. Jamestown, the 2 seed, hosts Grand Forks Central. Number 3 seed Grand Forks Red River will host Wapaton. 11B playoffs also getting underway today. Number 1 Kindred hosts Langdon. It is Bottineau hosting Central Cass. Beulah hosting Bishop Ryan. Shiloh Christian at Des Lacs Burlington. Bowman County at Velva Drake Anamoose Garrison. Rays Powers Lake at Dickinson Trinity. Hillsborough Central Valley hosting Lisbon. We'll have that for you on yourliveevent.com. 1 o'clock kickoff for that contest. So 3 games today on yourliveevent.com. Well, Oaks will host Thompson. That will be the 11B playoffs. Again, this is the earliest start time. I believe the earliest start time across the state. Yeah, this will be the first game to begin with the noon kickoff. And that is, of course, to accommodate the Mayville State Comets, who will host Dakota State about 5 o'clock this afternoon in a North Star football matchup. here at Jerome Berg Field. 3-4 Dakota State, 3-4 Mayville State should be a good matchup between those two rivals. So a whole day of football out here at Jerome Berg Field. We'll step aside here one last time on our Irie Insurance pregame show. We'll come back with opening kickoff coming up next. This is high school football coverage on yourliveevent.com.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
Big Tex is the name you can trust to build great trailers. Big Tex and Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsboro are the names behind quality, precise design, and depth of production line. Big Tex, where style does not get lost in the rugged construction of products. Big Tex is made to last and made to perform. When your Big Tex touches the ground, it's tested and warranted, ready for every transport job you have. Get your Big Tex trailer at Bloomfield Enterprises Hillsboro. Contact Tim at 701-430-0877 or Larry 218-368-7989.
I'm Carrie Hepper. Rodeo takes confidence. And when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
I'm Darian Bitts. I'm confident on and off the field. And when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
Don't be fooled by that beat-up old cap. Its faded crown represents the tireless work of America's farmers and ranchers. Its sturdy brim, their dedication to providing our nation with a safe, affordable food source from sunup to sundown. They're turning quarters into the dollars that drive our rural economy. So we'd like to tip our hat to them. Farmers Union Insurance. Protecting those that protect America's food source.
Contact Ryan Opdahl, Farmers Union Insurance, Hillsboro.
For over 100 years, Findlay Farmers Grain and Elevator, a full-service cooperative, has been growing and adapting with the ever-changing agriculture industry. These strong roots in eastern North Dakota include a dedicated staff of 42 full-time employees. Findlay Farmers Grain and Elevator offers a variety of services, including agronomy, sales and service, custom application, grain drying and handling, bulk fuel and oil, tire repair, and light mechanic work. Findlay Farmers Grain and Elevator is a buyer of corn, soybeans, wheat, and sunflowers. Learn more by visiting FindlayFarmersElevator.com.
And welcome back to YourLiveEvent.com. 12 minutes goes up on our Gold Harvest Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard. 9B playoffs. Wyndmere Lidgerwood taking on Mayport CG. And Mayport CG will be on our left. On our right will be the Warbirds of Wyndmere Lidgerwood. It will be the Warbirds kicking things off to Mayport CG. The Patriots, again on this season, they are 7-1. They were 4-0 in region play. They were without Ethan Bergstrom, at least not listed to be in the lineup. He is dressed for this contest. He was a big factor, had 3 touchdowns in that week 1 meeting between these two programs, so that will be a factor. Of course, a new quarterback also in play for Wyndmere Lidgerwood. So a few differences between the last time these two teams faced off as they are set to go. 9-man football playoffs here this afternoon at Jerome Berg Field. And here comes the kickoff, and this one will be down at the 30, rolls to the 20-yard line, and it's Mehus with the football, and he is down at the 36-yard line. So a 1st and 10 at the 36 is how this game will start for the Mayport CG Patriots. Patriots only one loss this season. That came against Lemoore Litchfield Marion on the 23rd of September. 30-26, came down to 2 missed 2-point conversions by Mayport CG. So they felt that they really were just a play or two away from being the #1 team in the state. Koenig will come out. Mehus will be to his right. Zyler Carlson will drop into the backfield. Carlson will get a handoff, and he's looking to pick up a block, and he is down maybe for a gain of about a yard or two before being upended by Matthias Kackman. We'll see. We'll see where they give him on that. They will give him 2 yards, so the first carry of the game for Carlson, good for 2, and now a 2nd down and 8. I think the feelings is we're going to get a high-scoring close affair or a low-scoring close affair. And it's kind of been the thought process between these two teams as 2 on the backfield, 2nd down and 8. Patriots on their own 39-yard line, and this one will go to Carlson. Carlson around the outside, catches a one-on-one and is upended at the 40. I believe that was Kackman, Levi Kackman, who made the tackle. But Carlson will pick up about 4 yards on the run. That will make it a 3rd down and 4, so 6 yards on 2 carries comes the way of Zyler Carlson. He is approaching that 1,000-yard plateau, 74 carries, 983 yards coming into this game, and they'll put 2 receivers out on the far side. In fact, they'll have trips left, 1 near side, just 2 in the backfield for Landon Koenig. And now he'll set a player out to the flat. Will throw on the near side, and he'll connect for a 1st down. Carlson is finally brought down at the 49-yard line, so a 6-yard completion. Koenig finds Carlson for 6 yards and a 1st down. They'll spot this one at the 50-yard line, so 1st and 10. Patriots right at midfield. Took them 3 plays to get the 1st down and gain the midfield marker. Time continues to move here as we are inside of 10:20 to go. Opening quarter, opening drive of this 9-man playoff football game. Kritzberg, McGillis on the near side. Kritzberg set in motion over to the far side. A handoff this time. Mayhus with the football, and he is popped down for a loss in the backfield. Down somewhere about the 47-yard line. So Kuchera will be credited with the tackle. Jay Kuchera gets the tackle, and Mayhus' first carry, that one will be for a loss of 2. So a 2nd down and 12. Patriots bump back to their own 48-yard line. Kritzberger will be a receiver on the far side. In the slot, Carlson in the backfield. Mayhus for Landon Koenig. Koenig will throw towards the flat, connects with Carlson, makes one miss back to the original line of scrimmage, out somewhere at the 41-yard line, so there will be an 11-yard pickup. Carlson gets pushed out of bounds. I think he will be just shy of a 1st down. It was a 3rd down and 12. They're going to say he got 10 yards, so a 10-yard completion, and 3rd and manageable for Mayport CG as the Patriots move into plus territory. Mayport did not play last week, a chance to get healthy, get guys ready to play, and they'll bunch some receivers over on the near side for this 3rd down and 3. And a handoff. This one, Mayhus with the football, looks to turn a corner, has the 1st down. Looks like he is out at the 38-yard line. So he will get the 1st down that they were looking for. Mayhus will be down at the 36-yard line. Levi Kackman was the one who brought him down, so another 1st down on this opening drive coming for the the Mayport CG Patriots. Kritzberger, Mayhus will be out. The receivers on the left side, Zyler Carlson in the backfield. They'll have an extra lineman, like that 2 extra men on the line, and now we're going to get a timeout taken on the field. Mayport CG wants to grab themselves a timeout here to figure out what they're going to do on offense. They'll stop time with 9:15 left to play in our opening quarter. Playoff football here for you on YourLiveEvent.com. Scoreless on the Tim Cassette Seat Sales scoreboard. Again, the opening drive started about the 36-yard line. It took the Patriots 3 plays to gain the 1st down. It's been a well-balanced attack so far. 8 yards on the ground, 17 in the air, so they've spread their offense out here a little bit. A ground and an air attack has come their way so far on this drive. First meeting between these two teams back in week 1, 38-16. It was the Patriots victorious, but again, such a different look to the new versions of these teams. Last time they played, Brian Quam was the quarterback the quarterback for Wyndmere Lidgerwood was Tyler Brandt. Brian Quam did get on the field, but Brandt was the starting quarterback, while Ethan Bergstrom was in the lineup for the Patriots. Timeout comes to an end, 1st and 6. Patriots at the 36 of Wyndmere Lidgerwood. It's a handoff and a crease, and Mayhus will get down to the 30-yard line and a 6-yard pickup on his 3rd carry of the game.
Hand off to number 3, Noah Mayhus. Take down on the play by number 8, Brian.
Noah Mayhus will get 6 yards, second down and 4.
Ball at the 30-yard line.
So the drive that Mayport is looking for here, obviously want this one to be in the end zone, but will be more than happy to burn down time right now. Looking at it almost approaching a 4-minute time of possession. 2 receivers on the near side. There'll be 2 in the backfield. And Koenig waits for the snap. He will set a man towards the flat. Looks, puts this one deep downfield. Incomplete, was trying to find Walker McGillis. So Koenig's first incompletion will stop time with 8:30 to go in quarter number 1. Landon Koenig, the NDSU baseball commit this season, has passed for over 1,000 yards. About 1,040 yards on the season. Has rushed for another 200. With that size, 6'6", 205, able to get eyes downfield, eyes over the line, spread things out. And that one was trying to connect with Walker McGillis at 6'3", and just a little too strong on that pass. 3rd down and 4 for the Patriots at the 30 of Wyndmere Lidgerwood. And it'll be into the hands of Carlson. Carlson looking for open space and is stopped at the 30. So no gain on the carry. And we'll bring up a 4th down and 4 for Mayport CG. Levi Kackman making the tackle, and Koenig right now at the sideline talking to the offensive coordinator, will make his way back to the huddle. And early going here in this first quarter of this playoff game, and it looks like Mayport CG wants to go for it. They will get a change of personnel. Brooks Braun will come out. Now one back to return a punt. 2 receivers out on the left side, 2 on the near side. So that size being brought out there in Braun to block is dropping back. Koenig pump fakes, is going to roll out, has a player on his tail, should have enough space for a 1st down, and comes out at the 20. So an 11-yard run for the 1st down. They were showing spread. The defense went with it, and just wide open space. Koenig just needed to get by 1 defender, and will bring this one out of bounds as we are stopped with 7:33 to go. Quarter number 1 between the Warbirds and the Patriots. 9B football playoffs out here at Jerome Berg Field. The first of 2 games to be played today. Mayville State will be in action later on against Dakota State. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line of Wyndmere Lidgerwood is the Patriots. Koenig with the handoff is able to find Mayhus, and Mayhus down at the 18-yard line. He'll pick up 4 yards on what is his 4th carry of the game.
Mayhus on the carry, taken out by number 80, Brendan Larson.
So a 2nd down and 6. Actually, it might be a 2nd down and 7.
Brings up 2nd down and 5. Ball at the 17-yard line.
Be a 2nd down and 5. So they spotted him a yard the other way. I had him for 4. They'll go down for 5. So a 2nd down and 5. Ball at the 17-yard line as the Patriots moving deeper inside of that red zone. 7 minutes left to go. Opening quarter of this 9B playoff matchup. 1 receiver on the near side, and Kritzberger, he gets set in motion from right to left, and he'll settle on the left side. Carlson will get a handoff. We're going to get a flag down, and I wonder if it's going to be a legal motion coming against Mayport CG.
On the carry.
So the discussion being had by the officials at around the 20.
There is a flag on the play.
And again, it came around the time of the motion. So it will be against Mayport CG, and the Patriots will lose some yards. So they get to replay the down, but they will start at a 2nd down and 10. So back to where this fresh set of downs began. They are back to the 22-yard line, 2nd down and 10. No score on our Golden Harvest Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard. Thanks for being with us on YourLiveEvent.com. 6.5 and counting to go. First quarter has been a long, long drive. by the Patriots. Koenig will send a man in motion. He awaits for the snap, and he will keep it on the play action and is wrapped around the 20, keeps the legs moving, and finally forced back. They're going to stop the progress at the 20. So Koenig will get 2 yards, and it's a 3rd down and 8. But it took about 3 or 4 Wyndmere Lidgerwood Warbirds to get the stop. Ball will be put at the 19-yard line, 3rd down and 7, under 6 to go first quarter. Patriots started out the season winning 5 straight games before losing to Lemoore Litchfield Marion. Would finish out the year with 2 wins. 3rd down and 7. Patriots at the Warbirds' 19-yard line. Trips right, 1 in the backfield. Koenig drops back, eludes a tackle, throws on the run. He is able to connect with Carlson, and Carlson is down at the 4-yard line.
Pass complete to number 10, Zyler Carlson, taken down.
Zyler Carlson, his 3rd catch of the game, and it's a 1st and goal. They'll put this one at the 4-yard line. So the Patriots on the doorstep of opening up scoring. Patriots will remain in the huddle and will now come up to the line of scrimmage. Inside of 5 to go in the first quarter. Koenig will set a man in motion with the snap, and this one's going to be a direct snap, and it goes into the hands of Mayhus, and he is into the end zone. A 4-yard touchdown run, and the Patriots scoring first.
Noah Mayhus on a 4-yard run.
Noah Mayhus on the direct snap, his 7th touchdown of the season. Almost an 8-minute scoring drive coming for Mayport CG. Touchdown comes at the 4:50 mark of the opening quarter. They will attempt to make it an 8-0 contest. We'll see what they'll do here. There's 2-point conversion attempt, and the ball is fumbled, rolls around, and Wyndmere Lidgerwood will smother the football, so the 2-point run attempt is no good. But the Patriots have their lead. It is 6-0 on the Golden Harvest scoreboard. Wyndmere Lidgerwood will get a chance to answer back when we return. You're watching coverage of the 9B football playoffs on yourliveevent.com.
Hi, I'm Ernie Struby, president of the Goose River Bank, and I would like to know your story. Our lives and our businesses are comprised of events. We have all had our failures and successes, and these events define our character. If your character includes values like trustworthy, respectful, honest, and responsible, then your story matches well with ours, and we would consider it a privilege to be your financial partner. At the Goose River Bank, we believe that a strong bank builds strong communities. The Goose River Bank, member FDIC.
And welcome back to Jeromeburg Field. Noah Mayhus, the 4-yard touchdown run on a direct snap to top off was a 66-yard scoring drive. 6-0 Mayport CG on the Golden Harvest scoreboard. Mayhus' 6th touchdown of the season. The Patriots really mixing up on that drive. Wyndmere Lidgerwood looking for an opportunity to answer back. A long drive, too.
Number 20.
4:50 left to play in the first quarter.
Levi Kackman. Walker McGillis kicking for the Patriots.
McGillis will do the kicking for Mayport CG. And this one down on the near side. I believe it's Kackman with the football. And his return will go to the far side of the field. And the ball comes loose. It is landed on the 25-yard line, but a whistle came down, and they're going to spot it at the 30. So they're going to say the returner was down at the 29 or 30, and the ball came loose after the fact. So Wyndmere Lidgerwood will not lose yards. That was Kackman, Levi Kackman on the return attempt. So 1st and 10, Wyndmere Lidgerwood.
1st and 10, and Warbirds ball at the 28-yard line.
Ball will be at their 28-yard line. That fumble would push them back somewhere near the 20. So 1st and 10 at their 28. Wyndmere Lidgerwood led by sophomore quarterback Brian Quam making his 2nd career start. Was victorious last week against Hatton Northwood. The snap, play action, rolls out right side, and he stumbles his way through and down at the 35-yard line. That's a nice pickup.
Taken down by number 3, Noah Mayhews.
Quam, I believe, will get 7, and it's a 2nd down and 3. So a nice run from Quam to get things started. Actually, they're going to give him 8. 2nd down and 2.
Ball is at the 36.
This offense for the Warbirds averaging 268 rushing yards a game. They've had some big plays. 59 plays of 20-plus yards. They are more than capable of spreading out this field. This time he'll go to the tailback, Andrew Arth, and he grinds his way through, and it should be about 2.5 yards, and the first down comes the way of Wyndmere Lidgerwood.
Tyler Carlson, first down Warbirds.
Arth on the doorstep of 700 rushing yards this season.
39-yard line.
First down markers reset. Clock resumes. Approaching 3.5 to go in this first quarter. Two receivers near side. The snap comes. It's a handoff. Arth with the football, and he is stopped at the 40. Arth will grab 1 yard on the carry, and I believe it's Lucas Fukelberg who makes the tackle.
Brings up second
And they'll give him 2, and it is 2nd down and 8. Warbirds at their own 41-yard line. They are down 6-0. This is their first offensive series in a packed backfield. Play action, and brought down is Quam. John Muse with the sack, and this will put them inside of their 35, back to the 34, and that is a big loss.
John Muse.
Muse, the big tackle for a loss, makes it a 3rd down and 15. The Patriots giving themselves a little bit of breathing room here with 2:30 and counting left in the opening quarter. Noah Mayhews finishing the drive with the touchdown for the Patriots. Here comes the pass to the near side, overthrown. Quam was looking for Levi Kackman on the near side, so his first pass attempt is incomplete. That stops time with 2:18 to go in this opening quarter, and some change of personnel coming around, so I would imagine Wyndmere Lidgerwood wants to flip the field. So 2 back to return for Mayport CG. Patriots follow up their touchdown drive by forcing a punt. Mayhews and Carlson both back to return this punt. They'll come off the foot of Brian Quam, and this one is skied, and May touchdown in plus territory for Mayport CG. It takes a Patriots roll and keeps going back to the 40. So Mayport CG will begin this drive at the 40 of Wyndmere Lidgerwood. 2:07 to go first quarter. Noah Mayhews, his 7th touchdown of the season. That one on a direct snap at the 4-yard line.
Patriots will take the ball at the Warbirds 40-yard line.
And Patriots step up to the line of scrimmage. And 2:07 to go first quarter, 1 receiver either side. Koenig will set a man in motion. He gets the snap, and this one will go into the hands of Carlson. And Carlson, a short window to move the ball upfield, and Chase Cooper ends up bringing him down to the turf.
Taken down by number 32, Andrew Arth.
Actually, Andrew Arth will get the tackle.
Down.
Carlson, I believe, will get 2, and then they'll give him a yard. And it's a 2nd down and 9. Patriots on that opening drive did go for it on a 4th down. The 4th down attempt paying off, obviously, as the drive ends with the touchdown. Approaching a minute and a half to go in the first quarter. 9B playoffs here on YourLiveEvent.com. 2 near side receivers in Kritzberger and Mayhews. Mayhews gets set in motion from right to left, and he'll get a pass on the flat. He is free for the first down. He's going to keep going. Finally forced out at the 18-yard line.
Number 3, Noah Mayhews.
So Mayhus's first catch is a big one, as it's a big first down, 21-yard completion, 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line. So the Patriots takes them about 2 plays to put themselves inside the red zone. 1st and 10 at the 15, clock is stopped, so Mayhus did find his way out of bounds to close out this first quarter. Kritzberger, Mayhus on the near side. They'll keep Carlson as the tailback, 4 on the line. Make that 5 on the line for the Patriots, and a handoff to Carlson, and he is quickly stopped at the line of scrimmage. Jason Barton was able to wrap him around as soon as that ball was in his hands, and Carlson will get no gain on the carry, and now a 2nd down. So the defense had a good read, now inside of a minute to go in the first quarter. Playoff football here on YourLiveEvent.com. After this quarter wraps up, we'll have our Goose River Bank in-game update. Tell you how this first quarter went down. 42 seconds left to go. Koenig sets a man into the backfield. Snap. Carlson with the football. Carlson veers towards the near side and is down at about the 24. Down about the 16-yard line.
Taken out by number 20, Jake Kuchera.
Carlson will get 3 yards on the carry and a 3rd down and 7. 10 seconds left. The Patriots do not have to snap the football, so it looks like they will likely concede quarter number 1, and that's what they'll do. They'll let the scoreboard get down to 0 as we are 1 quarter into the books on our Golden Harvest scoreboard. Mayport CG 6, Wyndmere Lidgerwood 0. Back with more on YourLiveEvent.com.
From plan to plant to harvest, Mayport Farmers Co-op is assisting your farming operation. Plan ahead for 2023 to lock in your orders for seed, chemical, and fertilizer for your fields. Call and talk to the agronomy team at the Mayport Farmers Co-op, 701-786-7263. Get your seed orders for Mustang seed corn and soybean varieties. Go online, mayportfarmers.com for market information, announcement, and news from the Mayport Farmers Co-op. Call 701-786-4263 or go online, mayportfarmers.com.
Welcome back to YourLiveEvent.com on our Golden Harvest scoreboard. 6-0 Mayport CG. Time for a Goose River Bank in-game update. Goose River Bank in Mayville, Hillsboro, Hatton, proudly serving the local communities. Trust, respect, honest, responsible. A strong bank means strong possibilities. GooseRiverBank.com. Mayport CG getting the lone touchdown of the game so far. Noah Mayhus, a 4-yard touchdown run on a direct snap that came, topping off a 66-yard scoring drive. Mayport CG has put it in the air, they put it on the ground, and they really mixed things up with their offense against this Wyndmere Lidgerwood Warbirds. They'll begin the second quarter with a 3rd and 7 at the 12-yard line of Wyndmere Lidgerwood. That has been your Goose River Bank in-game update as both teams making their way back out on the field. Yeah, this one a 3rd down and 7 at the 12-yard line of Wyndmere Lidgerwood. Mayport CG has really owned time of possession in this game. Warbirds touched the football just once in quarter number 1. They got a 1st down and then were forced to punt. A punt that just went straight up and came back down at around the 40. That is where this drive has began for the Patriots. Another direct snap. This one goes to Carlson. And Carlson around the 5-yard line may have gotten inside the 5, but Carlson will pick up enough for a 1st down.
Taken down by number 20, Jake Kuchera.
By my count, that is 7 carries for Carlson.
Ball is at the 4-yard line.
Ball will be at the 4-yard line. A 1st and goal at the 4, and the Patriots 4 yards away from a 12-0 lead in this playoff matchup. 38-16 was the score. Week 1 meeting between these two in favor of the Patriots. Again, a change of personnel as they'll put 4 in the backfield for Mayport CG. Koenig leading the offense as a quarterback. Direct snap to Carlson. Run around the left side. Carlson looking for some blocking. Head down at the 1-yard line. And he is in for the touchdown.
Touchdown, Patriots. 4-yard run.
Carlson, the 4-yard run.
Number 10, Zyler Carlson.
Zyler Carlson scoring his 17th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots will extend their lead to 12-0. And they will go for 2 points this time. Last time it was a botch on the handoff. Ball ended up its way onto the turf. And Warbirds just jumping on top of that football. As 3 in the backfield. Koenig waits for the snap, and he'll give it to Carlson. Carlson comes around looking for a seal, doesn't get one, and is stopped at the 5-yard line. So the run attempt no good on the 2-point conversion, but it is 12-0. Mayport CG leads on the Golden Harvest scoreboard. You're watching playoff football on yourliveevent.com.
Successful teams need a place to practice when the weather doesn't cooperate or the teams just need an extra swing. The Mayport Youth Center provides that option for the Mayport CG School District, summer baseball and softball teams. The Mayport Youth Center is an indoor facility that includes batting cages and field turf. In the winter, the facility is home to the Mayport Ice Dog hockey team. Good luck to the Mayport CG Patriots from the Mayport Youth Center.
Back on yourliveevent.com, Seiler Carlson, his 17th touchdown of the season. Wyndmere Lidgerwood now down 12-0. They were able to stop the 2-point conversion. So the Patriots burning off some time and getting an early touchdown here in the second quarter. So they've controlled time and they've controlled the field so far. Wyndmere Lidgerwood on the first possession got a first down and then just stalled. It was a big sack that came against Quam. They lost 7 yards, and that really stymied their offense. Now here comes the return on the kickoff, and they're trying to run it towards the near side. Kackman with the football, and Kackman down at the 35-yard line. That is Levi Kackman on the return. 1st and 10, Warbirds at their own 35-yard line, 11:15 to go in the first half. Coming up, we'll have a Ryan Opdahl Farmers Union Insurance of Hillsboro halftime show. Home, auto, business, life, farm insurance. Visit the agency downtown Hillsboro. Call 701-436-5777. So Wyndmere Lidgerwood back on the field for their second offensive series. 2 receivers on the left side. Arth, the tailback next to Quam. Arth will get the football, finds open space, goes for a stiff arm, but wrapped around and stopped by Jacob Hutter. Arth will get about 3 in a second down and 7.
Number 11, Jake Hutter, second down.
It's cold out here, a little bit cooler today than anticipated. Temperatures were looking like they were going to be upper 60s, into the 60s at least, but we've yet to crack. Maybe have touched into the 50s. Not a lot of sunshine, a breeze coming through here, but weather you would expect in a fall matchup like this between these two teams. Again, 2 games will be played here today. The college will play after this one wraps up at a 5 o'clock start time. Second down and 7. It goes to Arth again, his run to the left, and he is down at the 40. He'll gain another 2 yards on the carry.
Hand off to number 32, Andrew Arth. Taken out by number 13, Lucas Spiegelberg.
They lost in the Valley Corn Maze and Pumpkin Patches going on right now at the Red River Valley Fairgrounds now until October 30th. Fridays through Sundays. For more information, to get your tickets in advance, go to redrivervalleyfair.com. Approaching 10 to go in the first half. 3rd down, 4 yards to go for Wyndmere Lidgerwood. Quam will move under center. About 5 yards behind is Arthur's tailback, and it's a run towards the left side as it goes into the hands of Kackman, and he is upfield for a first down. Tackled at the 46-yard line.
And taken down by number 3, Noah Mayhews. Brings up a first down for the Warbirds.
So misdirection all around. Ball winds up into the hands of Levi Kackman. 1st and 10, Warbirds at the 48 of Mayport CG. So they are into plus territory as we approach 9.5 remaining in this first quarter. Again, the winner of this one plays Cavalier or North Star next week. Those games get underway in about another half an hour or so as a 1 o'clock, 1:30 start time, typical here in 9B football. Arth gets the football, run towards the right side, brought down by a pair of Patriots. It's Carlson and Arsvold making the tackle, but we had a flag down somewhere near the 40. Or should say came from the official near the 40.
Andrew Arsvold on the tackle.
And it will be an illegal block called against Wyndmere Lidgerwood. So the Warbirds called for their second penalty, and they will lose some yards. Rather, called for their first penalty, they'll lose some yards, and they'll are brought back, should be back inside of their 40. Back to their 35, so a costly penalty right now for Wyndmere Lidgerwood. They lose 17 yards, a first down and 27 back at their 35-yard line. Pair of receivers either side. Arth the tailback. Kackman is set in motion. Play action. Quam has time. Shot downfield. Incomplete pass interference. Mayhus is called for the pass interference as Kuchera was the receiver downfield. So the Warbirds will get some yards back. Stopped at 8:54.
Pass interference on the Patriots.
See where the officials will spot this football. First down and 12. Patriots right at the 50, rather the Warbirds right at the 50-yard line. Mayhus was called for that pass interference. First and 12 at the 50. Movement in the backfield for the Warbirds. Quam drops back. Shot upfield. Intercepted. Carlson, the interception, straddling the far sideline, and he is finally forced out at the 40. So an interception for Carlson and a big, decent-sized return. And first and 10, Mayport CG. They will be at the 39-yard line of Wyndmere Lidgerwood. So Patriots, another chance to add to their 12-0 lead. Snap comes to Mayhus, run around the left side, and about 3 yards on the pickup. Second down and 7 on the direct snap. That is something that the Patriots have used in this game.
Taken out by number 20, Jake Kuchera.
Patriots did get a yard on that run attempt. Second down and 9. They're at the 38-yard line now of Wyndmere Lidgerwood. All this coming from Zyler Carlson's interception and return. Another chance at offense. And play action open. Mayhus on the near flat, and he's going to keep going. And he is going to be ruled out at the 10.
Pass complete to number 3, Noah Mayhus.
Mayhus, a 28-yard reception.
Out of bounds at the 11-yard line.
And out of bounds at the 11. So first and 10, Patriots. Obviously, end zone is the result you want, 11 yards away from an 18-0 lead, but you do have that in your back pocket, is that you don't have to get the first, or you don't have to get the end zone on your first 3 downs. If you're a yard shy, that marker restarts for you. Man gets set in motion. Snap comes, and it's play action. Koenig will keep the football, and he is into the end zone. Added Koenig, his 7th rushing touchdown of the season. Make that his 2nd rushing touchdown of the season on the keeper. So an 11-yard run, 18-0 Mayport CG's lead. Touchdown comes at the 7:51 mark. Oh for 2 on 2-point conversions right now is Mayport CG. And they will load the backfield. They'll bring in Brooks Braun as some extra personnel. Now Braun moving out towards the flat, and you hear Mayport CG, they want to take a timeout. Timeout Patriots, 7:51 to go in the first quarter. We'll be back on yourliveevent.com.
Dreaming of a world where everyone has the opportunity for education. Where classrooms are not only a place to learn, but to make an impact. I will help the next generation of game changers and difference makers. I am going to teach the world someday.
Back on yourliveevent.com, a timeout was taken by the Patriots as they figure out what they want to do for their two-point conversion. So the two-point conversion, again, 0 for 2 right now is Mayport CG on these two-point opportunities. Let's see what they do here, and it's going to be a direct snap, and Mayhus with the run, so the two-point run is good.
The two-point conversion is good.
And that will make it a 20-0 game. 7 minutes, 51 seconds left to play in the first half. We'll be back with more on yourliveevent.com.
I'm dreaming of a world where the crack of a bat is not just a hobby, but a lifestyle. Where I can build upon long traditions from the ground up. I want to work in an industry where all people can make their own field of dreams become reality. I'm going to elevate the world of sports someday.
Back on yourliveevent.com on our Golden Harvest scoreboard, Mayport CG 20, Wyndmere Lidgerwood 0. Zyler Carlson's interception and return to the Warbirds 40 set up that 40-yard scoring drive. Landon Koenig ended it with a keeper from 11 yards out. I think that opening drive for the Patriots, where they went in the air, they went on the ground, they kind of kept things different, went to direct snaps. We're giving different looks to the Warbirds is paying dividends now as they have a 20-0 lead. 7:51 to go in the first half. And the kick is grabbed at the 10-yard line. That is Kackman with the football, and Kackman able to remain on his feet up until the 34-yard line.
Kick return by number 46,
so Levi Kackman, a 24-yard return. And it's a 1st and 10 Warbirds at about their 33-yard line.
10 on their own at 33-yard line.
The Warbirds have been able to move the football. Their first two series, they were able to get first downs. Just for various reasons, things have stalled out. Last time they decided to go airborne, and that interception from Carlson changed things up as a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. And this one will go to Arth. And Arth works his way through. Might be a first down, might be shy. I think they will give him 9 on the carry. No, they will give him 10. He was right there, so the official will give him 10 yards. Arth wills himself upfield to get a first down. 1st and 10, Warbirds at their 43-yard line. Still plenty of time to go here to find the end zone before halftime. They'll put some receivers out on the near side. Arth remains in the backfield. Dropping back, Quam. Quam tucks and runs onto the near side, open field. Quam, a first down, will keep going to the 40, to the 35, out around the 25, but there is a flag down right now.
Quam, the ball carrier, forced out of bounds by number 3, Noah Mayhus.
Right now, it's a 32-yard run. We'll see what the flag is on the play. So the first down will still count. It will just be a loss of yards as the block came downfield. So Quam with the good run. He was at about the 25. Instead, he'll be put back to the 40, about the 44-yard line, 43-yard line, a 1st and 10, and Arth will run this one up to the 40. So Arth picks up 3 on the carry. Second down and 7.
Andrew Arth, the ball carrier, taken down by number 9, Landon Koenig. Second down and 7.
Approaching 6.5 to go in this quarter. Two touchdowns and a 2-point conversion this quarter coming from Mayport CG. On top of that, an interception. That has been our Goose River Bank in-game update. We'll have those throughout the broadcast. For more Litchfield Marion Maple River, that game about to get underway, about 16 minutes away. Pre-game show already underway on yourliveevent.com. As with the football is Arth. He is out of bounds at the 30, but a flag was down. And it will be on Mayport CG. They'll be called for the face mask. So Arth
the Patriots brings up a
gets the first down run, and then the face mask puts them at the 15-yard line. Wyndmere Lidgerwood right now has been on the beneficial end of a few calls on this drive. Trying to break this shutout with 6 minutes to go in the first half. Arth with the football, run towards the left side. He's going to keep moving down at about the 5-yard line.
Hand off to Kuchera, taken down by number 4, Cole Kurtzberger.
Rather, that was Kuchera with the run. He will get 9 yards on his first carry. Jay Kuchera will get 9 yards on the carry. Second down and 1. Ball on the 6-yard line. Warbirds 6 yards away from getting on the scoreboard. Arth the handoff and is down at the 1. So Arth gets 5 yards. He does get the first down. So it's a first and goal. Ball at the 2-yard line.
First down, Warbirds. Ball at the 2-yard line.
Warbirds step to the line of scrimmage. Snap a little low. Arth with the football and head down into the end zone.
Touchdown, Warbirds.
And the Warbirds on the scoreboard. They trail 20-6. For Arth, that is his 10th touchdown of the season. Comes at the 4:59 mark of the second quarter. Two-point conversion attempt upcoming. Quam drops back onto the near side, pressure, overthrows his receiver. The 2-point pass attempt, no good. But the Warbirds are on the scoreboard. They trail 20-6 on the Golden Harvest scoreboard. More football coming your way next on yourliveevent.com.
Dedicated staff at Wyndmere Auto provides service and repair on cars, tractors, and trucks. In addition to auto and truck service, Wyndmere Auto is a CarQuest auto parts dealer, providing auto parts and offering dealer direct parts from Dodge, Ford, and GM. Wyndmere Auto is also a fast sprayer dealer as they carry a full line of sprayer parts and storage tanks. For shop hours, specials, or CarQuest auto products, go online to WyndmereAuto.com. Wyndmere Auto, located at 500 Highway 13 West in Wyndmere.
On the Golden Harvest Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard, Mayport CG 20, Wyndmere Lidgerwood 6. Andrew Arth, his 10th touchdown of the season. So the Warbirds finally able to find the end zone with just inside of 5 minutes left before the half. And it's a win or go home. Wyndmere Lidgerwood in action last week. 50-12 victory against Hatton Northwood. Wyndmere Lidgerwood in action. Mayport CG a chance to heal up last week as they had a bye week after earning that first round bye. Right now they are the number 5 seed in this tournament. Mayhus and Carlson to return the kick off the foot of Quam. And this one veers towards the right side at the 30, picked up at the 24-yard line, and a whistle will come down at the play. Did not see what it was for. And they have stopped play at the far sideline. Adam Solo, the coach for Mayport CG, had a discussion with the official, did not see what it was for. And they're going to call a face mask against Wyndmere Lidgerwood. So they will kick again. 4:57 to go in this first half. Ryan Opdahl, Farmers Union Insurance halftime show coming up. We'll get you our first half numbers. I would normally say we'll get you scores, but there probably won't be any or very few coming on halftime as games begin in about 10 minutes. We've got 4:57 left here, so might get a score or two come your way as that halftime show will be underway. So we'll try it again. Here comes the kickoff. And this one, a squib kick, is going to bounce around. Someone needs to touch it. And it winds up into the hands of Jackson Caron, who will just fall on top of this one somewhere around the 35-yard line. Mayport CG will bring their offensive unit out on the field. That opening drive for the Patriots, which ended with Noah Mayhus' touchdown, that drive took nearly 8 minutes. In fact, it was actually about 7:10 it took on that drive. 4:54 to go. I mean, their offense has worked quick, but maybe look for the Patriots to try to get that clock down to zero as fast as they can, as efficiently as they can. Handoff comes to Carlson, and a move towards the right will get him about 3 or 4 yards. He is stopped at the 34-yard line.
Zyler Carlson, the ball carrier.
Carlson, I believe, will get 3, and it's a second down. And now we're going to see a false start call come against the Patriots. So now the Patriots will get bumped back, a first down and 15.
First and 15, ball at the 27-yard line.
You know, we've seen in this game, we've seen a 1st and 15, we've seen a 1st and 27, we've seen a 1st and 12. We've seen some kind of different looking plays to start drives. 1st and 15 at the 27. This one to Carlson, and he'll run towards the right side. May have gained the original line of scrimmage, but a flag comes down at the far side of the field. So a penalty marker down. We are stopped with 4:26 to go here in the first half. We have face mask against Wyndmere Lidgerwood. So they will spot it from the 30 on. 1st and 7, I'd like to say, is what we'll see. Yeah, 1st down and 7, Patriots. Ball at their 35-yard line. And a handoff to Carlson, and immediately greeted at the line of scrimmage from a whole wall of Warbirds. Zyler Carlson, I believe, will get no gain. I'd be surprised if he got a yard or two on that run, and that's actually what they will give him. They'll give him 3, and it's a second down and 4. Patriots at their 38-yard line. McGillis, Kritzberger out on the far side. Kritzberger set in motion from right to left. And a direct snap. Mayhus with the football, and he is stopped for no gain.
Mayhus, the ball carrier. Taken down by number 20.
And now a 3rd down and 4, Wyndmere
Brings up 3rd
Lidgerwood.
down.
Excuse me, a Mayport CG, Wyndmere Lidgerwood trying to force the Patriots to punt. Remember, the Patriots got that extra possession in this quarter on the interception from Zyler Carlson. It's about a 10, 15-yard return on that interception inside of 3 minutes now left to go in the first half. A Ryan Opdahl Farmers Union Insurance of Hillsborough halftime show coming up. 3 receivers onto the near side, 1 on the far side. Being brought into the backfield is Brooks Braun for some blocking. And Koenig will throw, connects with Kritzberger, and down at the 48-yard line.
Kritzberger. Taken out by number 32, Andrew Arth.
So Kritzberger, with his first catch of the game, will make it a first down, 1st and 10. Patriots at their 49-yard line. And Patriots don't really have to hurry here. They lead by 14. They have the football, approaching 2 minutes left at the half. They can take their time a little bit trying to figure out what they want to do here on this offensive series. Koenig drops the shoulder, looking around, tucks and runs, will pick up a block downfield. He is through for a first down at the 39-yard line. Koenig calls his own number, gets 10 yards, and the Patriots move the football as once this ball gets snapped, will be inside of 2 minutes left in the first half. Three receivers on the far side. Let's make that 4 receivers. Mayhus in the slot. Now they're going to put McGillis on the line. Still out there on the field, Brooks Braun. Koenig, shot right side into the hands of Mayhus, and he is down at the 22-yard line.
First down bounds by number 46, Levi Cackman.
Mayhus' second catch, good for 17 yards, and a first down, Patriots.
Ball is at the 21-yard line.
First and 10, ball at the 21-yard line of Wyndmere Lidgerwood. Clock has not started. Minute 32 to go before half. And now the Patriots onto the line of scrimmage. Koenig, shot downfield, incomplete. He was looking for Kritzberger. Just the second incompletion of the game from Landon Koenig.
Incomplete, second down.
And we're stopped at the minute 26 to go. (9B) playoffs. Again, this is the earliest start time for any game being played across the state. Noon start time to accommodate Mayville State and Dakota State. That game will start at 5 o'clock. Second down and 10. Patriots at the Warbirds' 21-yard line. Koenig has Mayhus to his left. And they had some misdirection in the backfield to Carlson. The defense read it. Carlson is popped down for a loss.
Taken down by number 15, Dylan Severson.
It'll be about a loss of 5 and a 3rd down and 15. Approaching a minute to go before halftime. Koenig dropping back, looks right. He's going to run up to the original line of scrimmage and out at the 18-yard line.
Landon Koenig, the ball carrier.
So Koenig will get 8 on the run. And it brings up a 4th down, about a 4th down and 7. .54 seconds left to go before halftime. Patriots stepping up to the line of scrimmage. Trips left, one right side. In the slot is Brooks Braun, and we're going to get a timeout taken by Mayport CG. Time out on the field. We'll be back on YourLiveEvent.com.
Halstead Telephone knows we all like choices. You can choose to have communication and data services up to 1 gigabit over a reliable state-of-the-art fiber optic network. And you can choose to have the same great services available town or country with local service and support. You can choose to have an individual service or bundle. You can choose to avoid tricky promotional pricing. You can choose unlimited data. The choice seems clear. Choose Halstead Telephone, broadband voice TV. 1-800-457-2125.
On the Golden Harvest scoreboard, Mayport CG 20, Wyndmere Lidgerwood 6. Playoff football here on YourLiveEvent.com. Thanks for joining us at Jerome Burke Field. The Patriots have the football. 4th and 7 on the 18 of Wyndmere Lidgerwood. They're going to go for it. They're 1 for 1 on 4th down attempts in this game. They just needed to take some time to the Patriots. Trips left, one receiver on the right side, 3 linemen in the backfield, Noah Mayhus. 4th down and 7, ball at the 18 of Wyndmere Lidgerwood. And Koenig dropping back, has some time, shot towards the end zone. This one is caught, touchdown. Drew Osmo with the touchdown reception.
Complete to number 5, Drew Osmo, touchdown, Patriots.
An 18-yard touchdown completion. And the Patriots extend their lead to 26-0. Osmo has not had a touchdown catch all season. Will make one there. Comes in the second quarter. Comes at one of the biggest times of the season. Is right in the postseason. Two-point conversions have not been the strong suit of Mayport CG in this game. And even though they have a 20-point lead, you don't want those things to come back and get you, especially with a whole half of football left to play. Koenig takes a shot, and this one is caught. Is he across the line? He is. Brooks Braun will catch the 2-point conversion. So the pass attempt is good. 28-6. Mayport CG leads Wyndmere Lidgerwood on the Golden Harvest scoreboard. More football coming your way next on YourLiveEvent.com.
I'm confident on and off the field. And when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nb.gov/confident.
I'm Trace Tisberg. I'm confident on the stage, and when it's time for college, I'm confident.
Drew Osmo, the 18-yard touchdown catch. 2-point conversion pass completed to Brooks Braun. Mayport CG 28, Wyndmere Lidgerwood 6, 9B playoffs on YourLiveEvent.com. Wyndmere Lidgerwood was feeling a whole lot better after getting that touchdown, getting into the game, and Mayport CG just able to march themselves upfield and get that touchdown and leave their opponent with 47 seconds left to play before halftime. Walker McGillis will do the kicking for the Patriots. And this one booted down at the 5 will come inside the end zone. Will be touched by Wyndmere Lidgerwood. So it'll be interesting to see what the Warbirds want to try to do here. They will get the ball at the 20. They have timeouts to use. I believe now they have all 3 timeouts left to use on this drive. The Warbirds come to the line of scrimmage. It'll be Arth and Quam in the backfield, and they hand off and a run of about 10, and a quick timeout taken by the Warbirds.
Kuchera on the carry.
Kuchera with the carry.
Landon Koenig.
Kuchera 2 carries, 17 yards. That one for a first down, and the clock continues to move. And Kuchera again on the direct snap, and he may have 10 on this one. He will. 2 carries, 2 first downs. Kuchera has moved the ball up to the 42-yard line. 25 seconds to go for the Warbirds here before the half. And Arth will keep the football, run around the near side. He'll get a first down and a few extra to tag on to that one.
The ball carrier taken out by the return Zyler Carlson.
So 3 carries, 3 first downs coming for Wyndmere Lidgerwood. They'll take a timeout. They stop time with 16 seconds to go before we reach the half, down 28-6. They'll huddle on their sideline, Patriots far sideline. Wyndmere Lidgerwood really working quick on this last series. Kuchera back-to-back carries of 10 yards. Arth a carry of 15 yards. They needed to move quick. They did, and in those 2 quick first downs coming, took about 30 seconds for those 3 first downs. So having to use a timeout here. Still 2 remaining, though, for Wyndmere Lidgerwood. Timeout comes to an end. Both teams on the field. 16 seconds again to go before halftime. We'll have our Ryan Opdahl, Farmers Union Insurance of Hillsborough halftime show coming up. And it looks like they're lining up for direct snaps. And actually it'll be a handoff, and it comes to Kuchera, and he is stopped for a pickup of 2. Muse had arms right around his hips and just brings him down to the ground. So a short pickup.
The ball carrier, timeout of the field.
Kuchera will
Wyndmere Lidgerwood.
maybe have a yard or 2. We haven't gotten the official update on the scoreboard, but Wyndmere Lidgerwood forced to use another timeout. 11 seconds to go before the half. So they will give him a yard on that carry. And we have surpassed 1 o'clock here, so that means we're starting to get some games get underway. Lemoore Litchfield Marion already underway. Hillsborough Central Valley, Lisbon, that one underway in 11B playoffs. The Cavalier and North Star game, that one a 1 o'clock start time in Cavalier. We'll see if we can get you any sort of early scoring updates from those games. And 11 seconds left before the half on our Golden Harvest scoreboard. Warbirds at the line of scrimmage. Patriots will do the same. 2nd down and 9. Wyndmere Lidgerwood at the 45 of Mayport CG. 11 seconds to go. Quam rolling out. Takes a shot. This one caught at the 35-yard line. Kuchera with the reception. So a first down. He was able to get out of bounds. 5 seconds.
Number 20, Jake Kuchera. First down.
Kuchera the 15-yard reception. 5 seconds to go. 1 timeout remaining for the Warbirds. And they had that stoppage of play coming because Kuchera was able to get himself out of bounds. He will be the receiver out on the numbers on the far side. Levi Kackman, the receiver on the near side. Low snap, picked up by Quam. He'll look around. He rolls out and goes to throw. Eludes the tackle. Can't elude the second as Muse has him. And unable to get the first down is Quam. He will pick up about 4 or 5 yards on that one, but that will do it for our first half of play here at Jerome Burke Field. Our score on the Tim Cassette Seed Sales Golden Harvest scoreboard: Mayport CG 28, Wyndmere Lidgerwood 6. Halftime show coming your way next on yourliveevent.com.
Will help you make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
The Mayport CG Booster Club is here to support, promote, and encourage all Patriot sports and academic activities. The Mayport CG Booster Club members strive each year to make events within Mayport CG schools a very rewarding experience for the students, athletes, and spectators alike. For more information, like the Mayport CG Booster Club on Facebook. Best of luck to the teams competing in today's game, and go Patriots!
From plan to plant to harvest, Mayport Farmers Co-op is assisting your farming operation. Plan ahead for 2023 to lock in your orders for seed, chemical, and fertilizer for your fields. Call and talk to the agronomy team at the Mayport Farmers Co-op, 701-786-7263. Get your seed orders for Mustang seed corn and soybean varieties. Go online, mayportfarmers.com for market information, announcement, and news from the Mayport Farmers Co-op. Call 701-786-4263 or go online, mayportfarmers.com.
Harvest is here, and that means we all need to be careful. Hello, this is Bethany Rentz with Irie Insurance. We want to make sure everyone up and down the valley has a safe and successful harvest. Take extra special care in your travels. Slow-moving combines, mud-covered roads, and debris are just a few things during harvest that can be dangerous. So take your time, watch your surroundings, and most of all, be patient and slow down. For more harvest safety tips, go to irieins.com.
You're protected and appreciated at Irie.
Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity provider.
Growers, here at Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, we are your water management contractors. We can help you with tile drainage plans, surface drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad at 701-430-0182 to get your water problem solved. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. 701-430-0182, helping farmers grow.
And welcome to our Ryan Opdahl Farmers Union Insurance of Hillsborough halftime show. Home, auto, business, life, farm insurance. Visit the agency downtown Hillsborough or call 701-436-5777 on our Golden Harvest scoreboard. Mayport CG 28, Wyndmere Lidgerwood 6. Let's get our first half scoring summary. Mayport CG would score on the opening drive. It was a 66-yard scoring drive, ended by Noah Mayhus with a 4-yard touchdown run. The 2-point conversion would be no good. Touchdown came at the 4:50 mark of the first quarter. 6-0 would be the score. That's how our first quarter would come to an end. The second quarter, it was Mayport CG scoring back-to-back touchdowns. First, Zyler Carlson on a 4-yard touchdown run. 2-point attempt, no good. 12-0 would be the score. And then at the 7:51 mark, after Carlson had an interception that he returned for about 15 yards, it would be Landon Koenig with the 11-yard keeper. The 2-point conversion run was good. 20-0 the score. Finally, Wyndmere Lidgerwood started settling in on their offense at the 4:54 mark. Andrew Arth, a 4-yard touchdown run. 2-point conversion attempt, no good. 20-6 the score. And then finally, Mayport CG burning off some time. Got a touchdown from Drew Osmo, a 18-yard reception. 2-point conversion pass went to Brooks Braun. 28-6 would be our final score going into the half. That has been our first half scoring summary, brought to you by our Farmers Union Insurance Ryan Opdahl Agency, our halftime show sponsor. First half numbers coming up next. This is high school football on YourLiveEvent.com.
Take a good look at Hillsborough. It's conveniently located between Fargo and Grand Forks. Hillsborough is a growing community with solid local schools with high graduation rates. There's an industrial park ready to host a new business. And there's Woodland Park with activities all year round. The Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation asks you to take a good look at Hillsborough when you're thinking about a place to put down roots and grow. For more information, contact the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation at growhillsboroughnd.com.
Hey, what you doing?
Crawling around under my planter trying to figure out if I need any maintenance parts replaced.
It's harvest time, buddy.
Yeah, I know, but the guys at RDK Enterprises keep reminding me to check now, just in case I need something ordered.
What do I look for?
Just give RDK a call and ask some questions. They are the guys I go to for answers.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. We will answer all of your planter questions or come out to your farm and take a look at your planter. Give us a call, 701-636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Efficiencies are critical, which is why you need a lender who will find the right loan structure for a strong financial future. You need a lender to look out for your whole farm operation. Ag Country.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career, doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
Back on our Ryan Opdahl Farmers Union Insurance of Hillsborough halftime show, 9B playoffs. Mayport CG 28, Wyndmere Lidgerwood 6. Our first half numbers, unofficial first half numbers, we'll start with the Wyndmere Lidgerwood Warbirds. Quarterback Brian Quam, 1 for 3, and he has thrown an interception. His only completion came to Jake Kuchera. That was a 15-yard completion, so 15 total receiving yards coming for Wyndmere Lidgerwood. Their strength has been on the ground. Quam, 4 carries, 23 yards. Kuchera, 4 carries, 39 yards. Andrew Arth, 10 carries, 54 yards and a touchdown. Well, Levi Kackman, 1 carry, 14 yards. That's 130 yards rushing, 15 yards receiving, 145 yards of offense for Wyndmere Lidgerwood. Now for the Mayport CG Patriots, so they've been a little bit more airborne. Landon Koenig, 8 for 10 with 106 yards. His big target in this game has been Noah Mehus, 3 catches, 66 yards. Will Zyler Carlson second in receiving with 32 yards. Make that third in receiving with 32 yards as Drew Osmo, 1 reception, an 18-yard touchdown catch for the final touchdown that was scored in the first half. On the ground, it's been 3 players who have really headmanned the rushing attack. Landon Koenig, 5 carries, 43 yards. Noah Mehus, 7 carries, 20 yards. Zyler Carlson, he has 10 carries for 21 yards, 106 yards passing, 83 rushing for 189 yards of offense for Mayport CG in the first half. Again, unofficial first half numbers in this game on our halftime show. So 28-6 the score. We'll be back with more football on yourliveevent.com.
Big Tex is the name you can trust to build great trailers. Big Tex and Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsborough are the names behind quality, precise design, and depth of production line. Big Tex, where style does not get lost in the rugged construction of products. Big Tex is made to last and made to perform. When your Big Tex touches the ground, it's tested and warranted, ready for every transport job you have. Get your Big Tex trailer at Bloomfield Enterprises Hillsborough. Contact Tim at 701-430-0877 or Larry 218-368-7989.
I'm Carrie Hepper. Rodeo takes confidence. And when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
I'm Darian Bitts. I'm confident on and off the field. And when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
Don't be fooled by that beat-up old cap. Its faded crown represents the tireless work of America's farmers and ranchers. Its sturdy brim, their dedication to providing our nation with a safe, affordable food source from sunup to sundown. They're turning quarters into the dollars that drive our rural economy. So we'd like to tip our hat to them. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting those that protect America's food source.
Contact Ryan Opdahl, Farmers Union Insurance, Hillsboro.
For over 100 years, Findlay Farmers Grain and Elevator, a full-service cooperative, has been growing and adapting with the ever-changing agriculture industry. These strong roots in eastern North Dakota include a dedicated staff of 42 full-time employees. Findlay Farmers Grain and Elevator offers a variety of services, including agronomy, sales and service, custom application, grain drying and handling, bulk fuel and oil, tire repair, and light mechanic work. Findlay Farmers Grain and Elevator is a buyer of corn, soybeans, wheat, and sunflowers. Learn more by visiting FindlayFarmersElevator.com.
Back here on our Ryan Opdahl Farmers Union Insurance of Hillsboro halftime show, 28-6 Mayport CG leading Wyndmere Lidgerwood. Underway, Lemoore Litchfield Marion, about 3:25 to go in the first quarter, leads Maple River 16-0. Well, 11B football, 5 minutes left in the first quarter. Hillsboro Central Valley, a 7-0 lead against Lisbon. Both of those games could be seen on yourliveevent.com. Don't forget, if you miss any of the action or you want to go back and take a watch, all those games also archived at yourliveevent.com. We'll step aside here. That will do it for our halftime show. Second quarter underway when we return. This is high school football coverage on yourliveevent.com.
Hi, I'm Ernie Struby, president of the Goose River Bank, and I would like to know your story. Our lives and our businesses are comprised of events. We have all had our failures and successes, and these events define our character. If your character includes values like trustworthy, respectful, honest, and responsible, then your story matches well with ours, and we would consider it a privilege to be your financial partner. At the Goose River Bank, we believe that a strong bank builds strong communities. The Goose River Bank, member FDIC.
From plan to plant to harvest, Mayport Farmers Co-op is assisting your farming operation. Plan ahead for 2023 to lock in your orders for seed, chemical, and fertilizer for your fields. Call and talk to the agronomy team at the Mayport Farmers Co-op, 701-786-7263. Get your seed orders for Mustang seed corn and soybean varieties. Go online, mayportfarmers.com for market information, announcement, and news from the Mayport Farmers Co-op. Call 701-786-4263 or go online, mayportfarmers.com.
Successful teams need a place to practice when the weather doesn't cooperate or the teams just need an extra swing. The Mayport Youth Center provides that option for the Mayport CG School District, summer baseball and softball teams. The Mayport Youth Center is an indoor facility that includes batting cages and field turf. In the winter, the facility is home to the Mayport Ice Dog hockey team. Good luck to the Mayport CG Patriots from the Mayport Youth Center.
This broadcast of tournament football has been authorized by special arrangement with the Board of Directors of the North Dakota High School Activities Association. Back here at Jerome Berg Field, the final few seconds winding down on the scoreboard. Wyndmere Lidgerwood trying to make up some ground, down 28-6 against Mayport CG. It will be the Warbirds football to begin the second half. Again, they've had some offensive numbers. They've been able to rush the football well. It's just been an issue of sustained drives, especially trying to get themselves into the end zone, and they will add, wasn't sure if they're going to add that extra time or not at the half, but they will. So some extra time for these two teams to get themselves ready for the second half of play. Again, 16-0 is the score. Lemoore Litchfield Marion leading Maple River. That game on yourliveevent.com, 7-0. It is Hillsboro Central Valley leading Lisbon. That game also on yourliveevent.com. Winner of this game will play either Cavalier or North Star next week, and where it will be played is determining on which team is the one that comes out of this matchup, as the higher seed will be the one to host. Of course, that is the story here in the postseason. Higher seed always will be the team to host as we move through this postseason. We'll take one last break here. We'll get back with the start of the second half next. High school football is right here on yourliveevent.com.
I'm dreaming of a world where everyone has the opportunity for education. Where classrooms are not only a place to learn, but to make an impact. I will help the next generation of game changers and difference makers. I am going to teach the world someday.
I'm dreaming of a world where the crack of a bat is not just a hobby, but a lifestyle. Where I can build upon long traditions from the ground up. I want to work in an industry where all people can make their own field of dreams become reality. I'm going to elevate the world of sports someday.
And now back here at Jerome Burke Field, final few seconds. Again, they added that extra time to allow these teams to warm up before beginning play at the second half. Again, noon start time out here, as there will be a college game to be played tonight.
Cavalier 8, North Star nothing.
And we did get an update on that game between North Star and Cavalier, 8-0. That was announced here, the PA announcer, 8-0, the lead for Cavalier over North Star. That one just getting underway. So the Warbirds will begin the second half with the football. Walker McGillis will do the kicking. That was an impressive 7-minute, 10 seconds opening drive to begin the game for Mayport CG, and it set the tone. They were able in that time frame, and that's a 64-yard drive, 66-yard drive, excuse me. They were able to really set the tone as to what they were going to bring and not bring on offense, and I think it's kind of kept the Warbirds playing a guessing game. As McGillis kick off, this one will go to the far side of the field. It'll be Kackman with the football, and Kackman looking to pick up some blocking. He is stopped at the 31-yard line, 1st and 10. Wyndmere Lidgerwood will be at their own 31-yard line as our second half just underway. Stay tuned for our post-game show. We will have our HTC post-game connection. We'll name our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, RDK Enterprises Precision Player of the Game.
Marion 16, Maple River nothing.
And by my count, again, unofficial numbers, but 130 yards rushing for Wyndmere Lidgerwood. They have been able to move the football. They look better their last two series as a play-action. Quam will keep the football and maybe a yard. It looks like they're going to give him 2 yards on the keeper. And now it's second down and 8. I think that's second down and 9. Quam will get 1 yard on the carry. Brian Quam making his second career start. What a moment to do it here in the postseason. Tyler Brandt is suffering an injury in the game against Lemoore Litchfield Marion. Here comes a run around the outside. Kuchera is finding open field, and he is forced out at the 36-yard line.
Hand off to number 20, Jake Kuchera.
Big run for Kuchera. And that will get him a first down and plus territory. Ball will be spotted at the 35-yard line of Mayport CG. And 28-6, no way, shape, or form, especially in 9-man football, especially when you have the talent that the Warboards have, is nowhere near an insurmountable amount of points to try to overcome and keep your season alive. You're just going to need to have a quick start, and that's what they've had here so far as they'll go with the Wildcat formation, and it's Arth up the middle. He can't find open space, moves towards the outside, and a play that looked like it didn't have a whole lot happening for it becomes a 3-yard pickup and a second down and 7. They moved Quam out to the slot, and they put Arth and Kuchera into the backfield. Second down and 7, ball to the 32-yard line. As much as the Warbirds would like to keep the ball out of the hands of Mayport CG, they cannot have a similar drive that started this game. They can have a similar one here to begin the half as they'll go back to that Wildcat. And Arth, the snap, moves towards the right side, and he is at the 30, so another short pickup.
Number 9, Landon Koenig brings up third down.
Third down and 5, Koenig making the tackle. Actually, they'll spot it at a 3rd down and 6. Ball at the 31-yard line, approaching 10 minutes to go in this third quarter. 9B playoffs. Again, last time we checked, Cavalier was leading North Star 8-0. The winner of this game will play the winner of that game next week. Under 10 minutes left to go. And a handoff to Kuchera, and he runs into his own blocker, but is still able to maybe get 1 yard. We'll see where their spot comes. It will be a 4th down regardless.
Hand up to Kuchera, taken down by number 13, Lucas Spiegelberg, brings up 4th down.
And they will give him 2, brings up a 4th down and 4. Warbirds going to have to go for it here on a 4th down. 9:30 and counting to go in the third quarter, but this has been a game that has moved quickly. They're going to put Quam into the backfield. Arth will be his tailback to the right. And we're going to have a timeout. Looks like Patriots timeout.
Timeout, Wyndmere.
Oh, Wyndmere Lidgerwood timeout. 9:16 to go in the third quarter. We'll be back on yourliveevent.com.
Staff at Wyndmere Auto provides service and repair on cars, tractors, and trucks. In addition to auto and truck service, Wyndmere Auto is a CarQuest auto parts dealer, providing auto parts and offering dealer direct parts from Dodge, Ford, and GM. Wyndmere Auto is also a fast sprayer dealer as they carry a full line of sprayer parts and storage tanks. For shop hours, specials, or CarQuest auto products, go online to WyndmereAuto.com. Wyndmere Auto, located at 500 Highway 13 West in Wyndmere.
Halstead Telephone knows we all like choices. You can choose to have communication and data services up to 1 gigabit over a reliable state-of-the-art fiber optic network. And you can choose to have the same great services available town or country with local service and support. You can choose to have an individual service or bundle. You can choose to avoid tricky promotional pricing. You can choose unlimited data. The choice seems clear. Choose Halstead Telephone, broadband voice TV. 1-800-457-2125.
Timeout comes to an end. 4th down and 4. Warbirds at the 29-yard line of the Patriots. They'll go to an I formation, play action, and pass attempt incomplete. Kackman had the ball in his hands. It came loose on the hit.
Pass intended for number 10, Hunter Dunn, incomplete.
Actually, that was Hunter Dunn, the intended receiver. Quam hit him with it, but the hard collision knocked the ball loose. Incompletion, and the Patriots will have a 1st and 10 at their 29-yard line. Warbirds given a different look on that play and not seen them go to the I formation. They did that there, and that was drawing the defense to open up their receivers. Carlson and Mayhus shoulder to shoulder with Koenig, the quarterback. Man gets set in motion in Kitzberger, and Carlson gets the handoff, and he's going to come free, and looks like no one's going to get him. He does have Manstrom on his tail, but that is in. 71-yard touchdown run.
For the Patriots, number 10, Zyler Carlson.
Zyler Carlson's 2nd touchdown of the game. "71-yard run. That was a big run. As soon as he had open space upfield, he kept moving, and a credit to Jackson Manstrom, who stuck with him. Carlson, the senior, has some speed, has 18 touchdowns on the season, 2 in this game. Also an interception with a decent-sized return coming his way. 2 points still has been where Mayport CG has struggled. Let's see what they can do differently here. They'll set a man in motion. Koenig will keep it himself, runs into the pile, and he gets a push. And they're going to say the 2-point run attempt is no good, but Mayport CG has run the lead to 34-6, 8:58 left to go in the third quarter. We'll be back with more on yourliveevent.com.
I'm Darian Bitts. I'm confident on and off the field. And when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nb.gov/confident.
I'm Trace Tisver. I'm confident on the stage, and when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
On our Golden Harvest scoreboard, Mayport CG 34, Wyndmere Lidgerwood 6. A big touchdown run coming. A 71-yard run came for Zyler Carlson. That is his second touchdown of the game, 18 touchdowns on the season. And now this game has a different looking dynamic to it at 34-6. Wyndmere Lidgerwood got the second half kickoff. They were driving, went for it on a 4th down inside the 40. Did not convert, and then a play later, that touchdown comes as Walker McGillis will kick, and the Cackmans are back to return. This one is grabbed at the 10-yard line. So now the Warriors are going to have to figure out something else to do. It's actually Kuchera on the return, and he's going to keep moving. He gets this one up to the 44-yard line.
Walker McGillis.
And McGillis, the kicker, finally making the tackle and the stop. Got McGillis 6'3", 200 pounds. Kuchera 5'10", 145 pounds, bringing a full head of steam onto each other. That was a big hit. 8:49 to go, third quarter.
First and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
And the Warbirds come up to the line of scrimmage. They'll go back to that Wildcat formation. Direct snap comes to Arth, and Arth right up the middle is stalled out about the 50, and the ball gets stripped away, taken away by Carlson, and he will bring it to the house. So right now, as it stands, it's a 46-yard fumble recovery for a touchdown. A penalty marker is down, and depending on who that is, will determine what happens next. So right now it's a 44-yard fumble recovery touchdown. The penalty will be against Wyndmere Lidgerwood, and it will be declined, so it's a touchdown.
The result of the play is a touchdown for the Patriots.
So Carlson, his third touchdown of the game, comes at the 8:36 mark. So a fumble recovery. I mean, it was just stripped right out of the hands of Arth and returned 46 yards. Touchdown comes at the 8:36 mark of the third quarter. That does put us now into running time as it is 40-6. And a handoff and a run towards the right side. Carlson will get the 2-point run.
The 2-point conversion is good.
And that makes it 42-6 with 8:18 to go in the third quarter. We'll be back on YourLiveEvent.com.
The Mayport CG Booster Club is here to support, promote, and encourage all Patriot sports and academic activities. The Mayport CG Booster Club members strive each year to make events within Mayport CG schools a very rewarding experience for the students, athletes, and spectators alike. For more information, like the Mayport CG Booster Club on Facebook. Best of luck to the teams competing in today's game, and go Patriots!
From plan to plant to harvest, Mayport Farmers Co-op is assisting your farming operation. Plan ahead for 2023 to lock in your orders for seed, chemical, and fertilizer for your fields. Call and talk to the agronomy team at the Mayport Farmers Co-op, 701-786-7263. Get your seed orders for Mustang seed corn and soybean varieties. Go online, mayportfarmers.com for market information, announcement, and news from the Mayport Farmers Co-op. Call 701-786-4263 or go online, mayportfarmers.com.
42-6. Zyler Carlson scoring a defensive touchdown, about a 46-yard strip and score. His third touchdown of the game, and Kuchera's return to the 30-yard line.
The return, taken out by number 28.
Been a really big shift in momentum, and two big plays have done it. It was 28-6 at the half, and Wyndmere Lidgerwood looked strong to begin the third quarter coming into drive, and went for it on 4th down, didn't convert, becomes a 71-yard touchdown run, and then on the ensuing drive, going for it in the strip and score, making it 42-6. Running time right now here in this third quarter of the 9B playoffs. Cavalier had an 8-0 lead over North Star last time, where you got a score update on that game. Winner of this one plays the winner of that one as Quam throws this one towards the flat, and he is able to connect for a first down completion. Jack Manstrom with the catch.
First out of bounds by number 3, Noah Mayhews. First down, Warbirds.
So Manstrom will get the catch. First time he has gotten on the score sheet, at least with an offensive play. That one, first down completion, brings the ball to the 45-yard line. Mayport CG looking to sweep. There are 2 meetings this season with Wyndmere. Lidgerwood took the first one 38-16. Be win number 8 of the season for Mayport CG. And this shot deep downfield, incomplete. Quam taking a shot.
Pass incomplete.
A lot had to be done early week practice. As we heard Scott Stringy talk about in the pregame, there was a flag down on the play. It's a holding against Wyndmere Lidgerwood. So it will be a first down and long now. But Scott Stringy talked about in the pregame. He said it was just super, super, super basic things that had to happen with Brian Quam getting ready for the last 2 games, and nowhere maybe to talk about what Quam can do as a quarterback, but more so is you have a new guy in there. You have a new tempo. You have a new cadence. You have new ways things are done as a direct snap will come to Arth. And Arth, a big stiff arm. He is back to the original line of scrimmage, and he's going to keep pushing. Ball is loose, and he will fumble. So he had about 11 yards, and then the ball gets knocked away, and a fumble recovery. Forced fumble and a fumble recovery for Mayport CG, and they're going to put a flag down. So that was down where the play had stopped and the fumble was recovered. There were some hands that went high on Andrew Arth, and I'm wondering if that's where the discussion is at right now as we are stopped with 6:54 to go in the third quarter. And now they'll bring the far side official in to discuss this. So we do have a stoppage of play here. This broadcast of playoff football has been authorized by a special arrangement with the Board of Directors of the North Dakota High School Activities Association. Thanks for being with us on YourLiveEvent.com. So they're going to call a face mask on the Patriots. So that means that fumble will disappear. And it'll be a big penalty to put the ball at the 26-yard line.
First down, Warbirds.
So the Warbirds will get the first down. So a big shift in momentum now. Warbirds to that Wildcat formation. 1st and 10 at the Patriots 26-yard line. The ball will go to Arth. Arth will run around the near side, and he is upended for short gain.
Arth, the ball carrier, forced out of bounds by the Patriots. 2nd down.
See how many yards they will give Arth on that carry. Believe they will give him 3 and a 2nd down and 7. Make that a 2nd down and 8, ball at the 24-yard line. And Arth with the football, rather misdirection. Kucherov with the football, and he is brought down at the 16-yard line. He'll get 6 yards on the carry. He has gotten to the fold as of late here in the second half as a running back. One of those players who's a receiver running back kind of combo for Scott Stringy and the Wyndmere Lidgerwood Warbirds. Third down and 1. Ball at the 17-yard line. The ball will go to Arth, and he is through for a first down before being stopped by Fugelberg.
Arth, the ball carrier, taken down by number 13, Lucas Fugelberg. First down, Warbirds.
So first down, Warbirds, down 42-6 here in the third quarter. Approaching the 5-minute mark remaining in quarter number 3. Direct snap to Arth, run towards the right side. Arth, one more to beat, and he is stopped at the 1-yard line. Fugelberg, the big touchdown-saving tackle.
Taken out by number 13, Lucas Fugelberg.
So that one is an 11-yard run for Arth. Fugelberg will make the stop at the 1-yard line. First and goal, Wyndmere Lidgerwood. Stay tuned for the HTC postgame connection at the end of our next quarter. And we'll name our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, RDK Enterprises Precision Player of the Game. And there's a lot to choose from on both sides of the football. Is back to that Wildcat and a snap to Arth, run towards the right side, and he is into the end zone. A 1-yard touchdown run. He has scored his second touchdown of the game. So the Warbirds able to get a touchdown here in the third quarter. Touchdown comes at the 4:06 mark of the quarter. Wyndmere Lidgerwood trying to get something going on offense. They switched to that Wildcat, aided on that drive by that big face mask penalty, which not only got them yards, but that also nixed what would have been a fumble recovery for Mayport CG, and now a 2-point conversion attempt. Here comes the snap, comes to Arth, run towards the right side, head down, he is in. 2-point run is good. Our score on the Golden Harvest scoreboard. Mayport CG 42, Wyndmere Lidgerwood 12. Back with more football next on YourLiveEvent.com.
Harvest is here, and that means we all need to be careful. Hello, this is Bethany Rentz with Irie Insurance. We want to make sure everyone up and down the valley has a safe and successful harvest. Take extra special care in your travels. Slow-moving combines, mud-covered roads, and debris are just a few things during harvest that can be dangerous. So take your time, watch your surroundings, and most of all, be patient and slow down. For more harvest safety tips, go to IrieINS.com.
You're protected and appreciated at Irie.
Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity provider.
Andrew Arth, his second touchdown of the game. Time for our Goose River Bank in-game update. Looked like Mayport CG was going to start really racking up the points here this quarter. They gotten 2 touchdowns here in quarter number 3. Both of those belonging to Zyler Carlson. And Wyndmere Lidgerwood able to end that scoring drive with a 1-yard touchdown run for Arth after switching to that Wildcat offense look. And that is where we stand here right now with 3:44 left to go in this third quarter. And that in-game update's brought to you by Goose River Bank. Trying to get another update on that Cavalier North Star game. There's a lot of eyes on that one as the winner of this will play winner of that one. It will be higher seed to host. Cavalier the 4 seed, Mayport CG the 5 seed. It was 16-0 Lamar Litchfield Marion after a quarter leading Maple River. That's a number 1 seed and defending 9B champions. That one also on YourLiveEvent.com. 7-0 Hillsborough leading Lisbon last time we had an update on that game. Think about how different this playoff bracket looks. If Mayport was able to get that win against Lamar Litchfield Marion, they lost by 4 on their third to last game of the season. And this one's going to bounce around. It's finally going to be picked up by McGillis.
Kick return by number 88, Walker McGillis. First down, Patriots.
Wyndmere Lidgerwood, kind of a squib kick on that ensuing kickoff, trying to get another possession back. Obviously in football, you're trying not to go possession for possession, but Mayport CG first getting Zyler Carlson's interception that ended with a touchdown back in the second quarter, and then his strip and score that happened here this quarter. So defense able to really help out offense big, and Wyndmere Lidgerwood trying to use special teams to try to get themselves the ball in extra time here this quarter. 1st and 10 at the 40. It's a run towards the right side, and Carlson had all sorts of players hanging off his hips as he is able to get a 13-yard pickup and a first down.
First down, Patriots.
Over 100 yards rushing coming the way of Carlson in this game. That 71-yard touchdown run, a big part of that. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line. So 71-yard touchdown from the line of scrimmage and about a 46-yard touchdown on the defensive side of the football. He's got 3 touchdowns in this game. 1st and 10 from the 47-yard line. Some movement at the line of scrimmage, and it's a handoff, bobbled and kept in the hands of Mayhus, and he's going to be tackled for a loss. And that 2 or 3 yard loss on that play is not the worst thing to happen to Mayport CG, as it wasn't the cleanest handoff from Koenig to his senior tailback. It will be a loss of a yard, so a 2nd down and 11. In this series, Brooks Braun, the junior lineman, has been out at the line of scrimmage. We've seen him worked into the game more and more, bringing some size. Braun, about 5'7", 175 pounds. He scored a 2-point conversion. Had a 2-point conversion reception in this game already. He lines up at the line of scrimmage, 2nd down and 11. Ball at the 48-yard line. A flag down. Did not see what had happened.
There's a flag on the play.
And it's looking like it will be a neutral zone infraction. And some yards coming the way of Mayport CG. So it's 2nd down and 6. Approaching 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Remember, Mayville State will play Dakota State later on this afternoon. 5 o'clock start time for that North Star action. That is why this game was the earliest start across the state, with both 9B and 11B football playoffs being played today. Of course, 11AA, 11A wrapping up last night. Those brackets being released early this morning. Some unexpected changes in the seeding with QRF scores after last night. 2nd down and 6. And it's going to go to Carlson again, and he's going to keep going. No one's going to stop him. A 43-yard touchdown run. No flags down.
Touchdown.
And the Patriots will tag on 6 more. It is 48-14. Touchdown comes with 1:36 left to go in this third quarter. So Carlson's had touchdowns of 4 yards, 71 yards, 46 yards, now 43 yards. 3 offensive touchdowns, a defensive touchdown. Between those 2 touchdown runs alone, you're looking at 113 yards. They will go for 2. Koenig waits for the snap, play action, and connects with Carlson.
2-point conversion is good.
By the way, that's his second 2-point conversion in as many touchdowns.
With 59 seconds to
And
go
that will make it 50-14 with 58.8 left to play in the third quarter on our Golden Harvest scoreboard. More football coming your way next on YourLiveEvent.com.
Here at Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, we are your water management contractors. We can help you with tile drainage plans, surface drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad at 701-430-0182 to get your water problem solved. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. 701-430-0182, helping farmers grow.
Take a good look at Hillsboro. It's conveniently located between Fargo and Grand Forks. Hillsboro is a growing community with solid local schools with high graduation rates. There's an industrial park ready to host a new business. And there's Woodland Park with activities all year round. The Hillsboro Economic Development Corporation asks you to take a good look at Hillsboro when you're thinking about a place to put down roots and grow. For more information, contact the Hillsboro Economic Development Corporation at growhillsboroND.com.
50-14, Zyler Carlson, his 4th touchdown of the game. 59 seconds left in the third quarter here in the 9B playoffs at Jeromeburg Field. And Levi Kackman will make the catch at about the 2-yard line, going to the far side of the field. Kackman trying to pick up some blocking, and he's greeted by pressure up at the 25-yard line. That's where the officials will spot the football.
Levi Kackman on the return, taken down by number 34, Brooks Braun.
3 touchdowns this quarter alone for Zyler Carlson. You look at his game, he 4 touchdowns, one of them a defensive touchdown, a strip and score for 45 yards. Also an interception with a 20-yard return on the back end of that. He's done it on both sides of the football. His team a 50-14 lead. I believe we are back into running time as we are ready to move into the fourth quarter with just 48 seconds left in quarter number 3. And direct snap comes to Arth. He'll keep it. Arth, a stiff arm and down at the 34-yard line, but a flag was down before he hit the ground.
Arth, the ball carrier. There is a flag on the play.
Will be a face mask against Mayport CG, and I believe that will be the 3rd face mask, at least for sure the 2nd, but I believe it is the 3rd called against the Patriots. And now Wyndmere Lidgerwood will have the ball at midfield. It was 28-6 at the half. And Warbirds switching to direct snaps between Kuchera and Arth. Looked like they may have had something figured out on offense, but after failing to score in the opening drive of the third quarter, it's been all Mayport CG. Kuchera gets the handoff and a good read coming from Zyler Carlson. He will stop him at the line of scrimmage.
Handoff to Kuchera. Taken down by number 10, Zyler Carlson.
Well, that'll be no gain. In fact, it'll be a loss, 2nd down and 11, and that will wind up our quarter here. 3 complete quarters out here at Jeromeburg Field in the 9B playoffs. Mayport CG 50, Wyndmere Lidgerwood 14. Back with the fourth quarter next on YourLiveEvent.com.
Hey, what you doing?
Crawling around under my planter trying to figure out if I need any maintenance parts replaced.
It's harvest time, buddy.
Yeah, I know, but the guys at RDK Enterprises keep reminding me to check now, just in case I need something ordered.
What do I look for?
Just give RDK a call and ask some questions. They are the guys I go to for answers.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. We will answer all of your planter questions or come out to your farm and take a look at your planter. Give us a call, 701-636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Efficiencies are critical, which is why you need a lender who will find the right loan structure for a strong financial future. You need a lender to look out for your whole farm operation. Ag Country.
Back here on YourLiveEvent.com, 12 minutes goes back up on our Golden Harvest scoreboard. Mayport CG 50, Wyndmere Lidgerwood 14, 9B playoffs. Mayport CG well on track for win number 8 of the season and a trip on to the quarterfinal rounds of this 9B tournament where they would play either Cavalier or North Star. Still have not to find an update on that Cavalier game, but 8-0 was the score last time we looked. As the Warbirds football, 2nd down and 11 at their own 49-yard line. Arth will bring it up to the original line of scrimmage, and he is down a gain of a yard, a 3rd down and 10.
Lucas Fiegelberg.
Last time I was out here calling a playoff football game was few years back. I believe it was 2018, and that featured this Patriots team against St. John's, and it was Dakota State actually in town to play Mayville as well. Dakota State and Mayville playing the earlier game, so the latest start in the state was between St. John's and Mayport CG, and now second time around back out here for me, and it's the earlier start is Quam with the football, and Quam was into a pile, kind of came back around trying to find open field, and instead is brought down. Quam will get no gain And a fourth down and 10.
47, John Muse brings up fourth down.
Wyndmere Lidgerwood, talking to Coach Stringy all season, it has dealt with a lot going on outside the field for their players, some family things that had happened on top of injuries that had happened. You lose your starting quarterback, your experienced starting quarterback, and Tyler Brandt, a junior. You lose him second to last game of the season. Make that the last game of the season against Lemoore Litchfield Marion. There's just a lot of things have worked against Wyndmere Lidgerwood and Coach Stringy, and these players feel like they fought a lot of adversity. As a pass attempt for Arth, shot downfield at Levi Kackman, incomplete. So Wyndmere Lidgerwood cannot convert the fourth down, and personnel will be changing on the field. It will be Mayport CG bringing out their offense.
North Star, nothing.
They had announced, the PA announcer had announced an update on that Cavalier game. It did not catch the Cavalier side of the score, but he said North Star 0. So North Star has not been able to get caught up with Cavalier yet in that game. The offense out for the Patriots, first and 10, ball at the 50. 10:18 left to play in the game. Play action, Koenig with the football, run towards the outside, brings a defender with him. It should be enough for the first down.
Quarterback keeper by number 9, Landon Koenig, taken down by number 20, Jake Kachara.
Koenig will get 10 yards. Oh, he'll be shy about 9.5 yards on the run. So a second down. Patriots will break the huddle, will come up to the line of scrimmage. 9.5 to go in this game. Patriots will move on to the quarterfinal round of this 9B playoffs. A handoff comes to Mayhus, and he'll go around the outside. And he will get himself enough for a first down and then some. Aside from the 4 touchdowns for Zyler Carlson, Noah Mayhew scored the first touchdown of the game. It was a 4-yard run on the direct snap. He has a touchdown. Landon Koenig has a touchdown to his name. And Drew Osmo has a touchdown to his name. 50-14 our score. Inside of 9 minutes left to go in this game. And we're going to get a timeout on the field. Actually, I think it's going to be an official's timeout. And I think it is for an injured player on the field. So we'll have a timeout on the field. We'll be back on YourLiveEvent.com.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
Big Tex is the name you can trust to build great trailers. Big Tex and Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsboro are the names behind quality, precise design, and depth of production line. Big Tex, where style does not get lost in the rugged construction of products. Big Tex is made to last and made to perform. When your Big Tex touches the ground, it's tested and warranted, ready for every transport job you have. Get your Big Tex trailer at Bloomfield Enterprises Hillsboro. Contact Tim at 701-430-0877 or Larry 218-368-7989.
I'm Carrie Hepper. Rodeo takes confidence. And when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
I'm Darian Bitts. I'm confident on and off the field. And when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
Injury timeout on the field taken by the official. I believe it's Jason Barton, senior lineman, on the sideline. He had brought himself out of the game, and the officials taking the official timeout here is medical personnel coming to tend to the senior. So that is what our stoppage of the game is right now, but we'll send it back here to break one more time, but that is an update here as to where we're at with that officials timeout in this game. We'll be back with more on YourLiveEvent.com.
Don't be fooled by that beat-up old cap. Its faded crown represents the tireless work of America's farmers and ranchers. Its sturdy brim, their dedication to providing our nation with a safe, affordable food source from sunup to sundown. They're turning quarters into the dollars that drive our rural economy. So we'd like to tip our hat to them. Farmers Union Insurance. Protecting those that protect America's food source.
Contact Ryan Opdahl, Farmers Union Insurance, Hillsboro.
For over 100 years, Findlay Farmers Grain and Elevator, a full-service cooperative, has been growing and adapting with the ever-changing agriculture industry. These strong roots in eastern North Dakota include a dedicated staff of 42 full-time employees. Findlay Farmers Grain and Elevator offers a variety of services, including agronomy, sales and service, custom application, grain drying and handling, bulk fuel and oil, tire repair, and light mechanic work. Findlay Farmers Grain and Elevator is a buyer of corn, soybeans, wheat, and sunflowers. Learn more by visiting FindlayFarmersElevator.com.
Still in that officials timeout out here at Jerome Berg Field, it was Jason Barton, the senior lineman. He took himself out of the game before the snap, and now he has stood up. He is conscious. There's nothing of that sort. Did not really see what had happened. He had not taken a hit, I believe, the play before, but the training staff out there attending to him right now. And he will be taken off the field in this game. But, the silver lining or the positive note on that is he is conscious. It is nothing of that matter. But it has put us into officials' timeout with 8:52 remaining in the fourth quarter of this game at Jerome Berg Field. So, again, obviously just a very positive part of at least knowing that stoppage. He had stood up and had gotten some applause from the fans as the EMTs on scene have made their way towards the Wyndmere Lidgerwood sideline. And he came moving as quickly as he could toward the near sideline, did Barton, and the officials just caught it and used that timeout, and rightfully so in this situation to help get medical help for one of the players. But Jason Barton just being tended to right now for the Warbirds. We'll step aside yet again here on our coverage of 9B playoff football. Thanks for joining us. You're watching YourLiveEvent.com.
Hi, I'm Ernie Struby, president of the Goose River Bank, and I would like to know your story. Our lives and our businesses are comprised of events. We have all had our failures and successes, and these events define our character. If your character includes values like trustworthy, respectful, honest, and responsible, then your story matches well with ours, and we would consider it a privilege to be your financial partner. At the Goose River Bank, we believe that a strong bank builds strong communities. The Goose River Bank, member FDIC.
From plan to plant to harvest, Mayport Farmers Co-op is assisting your farming operation. Plan ahead for 2023 to lock in your orders for seed, chemical, and fertilizer for your fields. Call and talk to the agronomy team at the Mayport Farmers Co-op, 701-786-7263. Get your seed orders for Mustang seed corn and soybean varieties. Go online, mayportfarmers.com for market information, announcement, and news from the Mayport Farmers Co-op. Call 701-786-4263 or go online, mayportfarmers.com.
Successful teams need a place to practice when the weather doesn't cooperate or the teams just need an extra swing. The Mayport Youth Center provides that option for the Mayport CG School District, summer baseball and softball teams. The Mayport Youth Center is an indoor facility that includes batting cages and field turf. In the winter, the facility is home to the Mayport Ice Dog hockey team. Good luck to the Mayport CG Patriots from the Mayport Youth Center.
I'm dreaming of a world where everyone has the opportunity for education. Where classrooms are not only a place to learn, but to make an impact. I will help the next generation of game changers and difference makers. I am going to teach the world someday.
I'm dreaming of a world where the crack of a bat is not just a hobby, but a lifestyle. Where I can build upon long traditions from the ground up. I want to work in an industry where all people can make their own field of dreams become reality. I'm going to elevate the world of sports someday.
And back here on yourliveevent.com, and you can see Jason Barton being helped off the field on the stretcher. It looks like something with his left leg. It is called for this official's timeout as we're set to go, but hopefully best of luck to him and nothing too serious, as there is the hospital out here in Mayville where he's probably being taken either here or Grand Forks. But yeah, the play had come to an end, and he had kind of worked his way back toward the near sideline. The officials using that timeout to get the medical care he needed. But again, you do see a cast on his left leg and being brought out on the stretcher. But we're set to resume here the final 8:52 of this 9B playoff game. So our best wishes going out to Jason Barton, the senior for Wyndmere Lidgerwood. Patriots football, 1st and 10 at the 37 of the Warbirds. The officials signaling for the clock to resume. Koenig will set a man in motion. That is Kritzberger from left to right. A handoff comes to Mayhus. Maybe a yard or two on the run and a 2nd down. We'll have our HTC postgame connection coming up. Halstead Telephone Company keeping you connected. Discover local reliability you can trust. HalsteadTel.com for more information. A lot to talk about in this game, and a lot to our post-game accolades to be handed out. Our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, our Precision Player of the Game, brought to you by RDK Enterprises. All of that coming up here. The Patriots will get their 8th win of the season, a trip to the quarterfinals. Get opponent to be determined. Right now, Cavalier leading North Star. Handoff, Mayhews with the football, and he is upended and stopped for a short gain, if any. And now a 3rd down. Starting to see the bench for Wyndmere Lidgerwood go a little bit deeper. Isidoro Martinez came out there, made a play. He came back to the near sideline, so he's a senior who we have not seen play in this game. He made his way out there. Third down and 10, ball at the 37, empty backfield for Koenig, and he will tuck and run, eludes the first tackle, eludes the second, stopped at the 30-yard line.
The ball carrier.
It is Kackman with the tackle. It'll be shy of a 1st down and about a 3rd down and 3 for Mayport CG. Under 6.5 to play here in the 4th quarter. Two receivers near side, split backs in the backfield, and it becomes a direct snap to Carlson. And Carlson stopped for a loss. One of the few times that happened to him in this game. It was Carlson, Koenig, Mayhus, and the snap from Muse went right to Mayhus, and it wasn't, rather to Carlson, and it wasn't the cleanest snap. And it will be a turnover on downs. Warbirds will get the football. 6 minutes exactly left to play in the 4th quarter. If you're Wyndmere Lidgerwood right now, you're playing for a strong series and pride to to finish off this season. The Warbirds will finish 7-3 overall with a playoff win to their record. And Scott Stringy mentioning just so much of what this team, some of these players in this team had dealt with off field. Didn't go into specifics, but said that they had a lot to overcome, and just proud of his team getting to the point that they're at now as it's pitched to the deep back. And that is Kuchera with the football. And Kuchera stopped at the 30-yard line. He'll pick up a yard, 2nd down and 9. So with the things off the field, the biggest noticeable situation on the field, Tyler Brandt, their starting quarterback, lost the last game of the season. Of course, you look at Mayport CG, not that they are without their adversity this year. Ethan Bergstrom, who was approaching 1,000 yards rushing on the season, the senior running back, suffers an arm injury. He has not been in the lineup. I believe he did come out dressed for the game, but not expected to be playing. Look at Cody Fugelberg standing on the sideline in crutches. So they've had their share of injuries as Mayport CG as well. As a big run, it's Kackman coming loose. Kackman to the 40 at the 30, finally brought out a play. Noah Mayhus will bring him out. A flag will come down, but it's a run for Levi Kackman.
Levi Kackman on the carry.
The ball will go to the 28-yard line. Mayhus may be called for the hit that came after Braille face mask. So at least the third face mask call that has come against Mayport CG. We'll put it at half the distance of the goal. That will put them at the 14-yard line. So Warbirds at 1st and 10 at the Patriots' 14-yard line. They will resume time. We are in running time here in the fourth quarter. Under center will be Quam. He pitches it to the deep back. Kuchera with the run, and he is into the end zone. 13-yard touchdown run.
Kuchera on the touchdown.
And Wyndmere Lidgerwood will score with 4:28 left to go in the game. 13-yard run. That is Kuchera's 4th rushing touchdown of the season. Makes it 50-20, and the Warbirds will go for 2 points. Kuchera really getting the bulk of his carries coming in the second half of the game. Brian Quam will put himself under center. He'll set a man in motion, and it'll be play action. Quam turns around, shot at the end zone. 2-point conversion is good. Carl Quam will make the catch. 50-22. Our score with 3:48 left to play. We'll be back with more on YourLiveEvent.com.
The dedicated staff at Wyndmere Auto provides service and repair on cars, tractors, and trucks. In addition to auto and truck service, Wyndmere Auto is a CarQuest auto parts dealer, providing auto parts and offering dealer direct parts from Dodge, Ford, and GM. Wyndmere Auto is also a fast sprayer dealer as they carry a full line of sprayer parts and storage tanks. For shop hours, specials, or CarQuest auto products, go online to WyndmereAuto.com. Wyndmere Auto, located at 500 Highway 13 West in Wyndmere.
Halstead Telephone knows we all like choices. You can choose to have communication and data services up to 1 gigabit over a reliable state-of-the-art fiber optic network. And you can choose to have the same great services available town or country with local service and support. You can choose to have an individual service or bundle. You can choose to avoid tricky promotional pricing. You can choose unlimited data. The choice seems clear. Choose Halstead Telephone, broadband voice TV. 1-800-457-2125.
The big run for Kackman sets up Kuchera's touchdown. 2-point conversion, good. 50-22. Mayport CG will get the ball back here with 3:48 left to play and an onside kick attempt. And this is a live football, and the Warbirds had it. Do they hang on to it? Looks like Wyndmere Lidgerwood had it. we'll see what the officials say after they break up the pile. It will be Mayport CG's football, but a late attempt to give the Warbirds one last possession of the season, and it's Mayport CG's football, 3:44 to play. Our HTC post-game connection coming up when that scoreboard reaches 0. We'll get you our scoring summary of this game, and we'll give out our post-game awards. Coach Stringy tapping the helmet of his quarterback, Brian Quam, also his kicker, for that almost executed onside kick. And now the JV side of this Mayport CG team is out there on the field, taking the quarterback.
The ball carrier.
Cross Kitchen will take quarterback.
Taken down by number 50, Ethan Nygaard.
Corbin Schreiner, I believe, was on the carry. But the Patriots just trying to burn down time. We are in a running clock situation. Wyndmere Lidgerwood starting to take their seniors off the field to get their applause from their home fans on the near sideline. Cutler Peterson out as a fullback. And he'll get the carry, maybe a yard, and now with third down. Coach Sola getting his young players some playoff action. Jack Manstrom now comes to the near sideline for Wyndmere Lidgerwood. I think when people ask what becomes one of the tougher parts of being a broadcaster is you see a lot of players play their final game, and seeing these seniors for Wyndmere Lidgerwood their last time on the football field for the Warbirds. Mayport CG looking at some time, trying to burn off some seconds to get this one to 0, and it's pitched into the hands of the deep back, and McSeen on the run made the first defender miss. Before being stopped by Chase Stenson, and a 4th down and 9. By the time this ball is snapped, we'll be inside of 2 minutes left to play. (50-22) the score.
Back deep for the Warbirds, number 20, Jake Kuchara.
Kuchara back to return this punt. They will bring out their older players here to play special teams, as Walker McGillis will do the punting. First punt we've seen today for Mayport CG. And Kuchara will be upended and stopped near the 20.
Carlson on the tackle. It'll be first and 10.
Minute 19 left to play. Mayport CG now 8-1. Wyndmere Lidgerwood finishes their year 7-3. They lost week 1 against Mayport CG 38-16. Rattled off 7 wins. Make that 6 wins. Then lost to Lemoore Litchfield Marion, and then defeated Hatton Northwood in the playoffs. I believe this will be the younger version of the Warbirds out here on the field as well. Warbirds trying to figure out their personnel. And a minute 19 left to play. And the Warbirds will come back to the line of scrimmage. Jay Stenson, I believe, is out here to play quarterback for the Warbirds, and he will keep this one, the freshman, with the run attempt and maybe a yard, as it's now a 2nd down as we get closer to a minute left to play.
Loss of 1 on the play brings up 2nd down.
It will be a loss. 47 seconds and counting left to play. And a shovel pass and a short run attempt upfield. Warbirds will get some yards, but they will now step up to the line of scrimmage. They may snap the football one last time. We'll see what the plan is here, but Mayport CG will move on to the quarterfinal round of these 9B playoffs. Opponent to be determined. Cavalier was leading last time we had a update of the score, and now the Warbirds will snap the ball one last time, and a pitch play ball is loose, still live on the ground, and knocked loose again. And the clock gets to 0. The football will remain with the Warbirds, and we have a final here at Jerome Berg Field. Our final on the Golden Harvest scoreboard, Mayport CG 50, Wyndmere Lidgerwood 22. Postgame show coming your way next on YourLiveEvent.com.
I'm Darian Bitts. I'm confident on and off the field. And when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nb.gov/confident.
I'm Trace Tisberg. I'm confident on the stage, and when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
The Mayport CG Booster Club is here to support, promote, and encourage all Patriot sports and academic activities. The Mayport CG Booster Club members strive each year to make events within Mayport CG schools a very rewarding experience for the students, athletes, and spectators alike. For more information, like the Mayport CG Booster Club on Facebook. Best of luck to the teams competing in today's game, and go Patriots!
From plan to plant to harvest, Mayport Farmers Co-op is assisting your farming operation. Plan ahead for 2023 to lock in your orders for seed, chemical, and fertilizer for your fields. Call and talk to the agronomy team at the Mayport Farmers Co-op, 701-786-7263. Get your seed orders for Mustang seed corn and soybean varieties. Go online, mayportfarmers.com for market information, announcement, and news from the Mayport Farmers Co-op. Call 701-786-4263 or go online, mayportfarmers.com.
And our final score on the Golden Harvest scoreboard, Mayport CG 50, Wyndmere Lidgerwood 22. The Patriots will move on to the quarterfinals of this 9B playoffs. We played either Cavalier or North Star. Cavalier leading. Last time we were able to get a score update. This is our post-game show, our Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection. Halstead Telephone Company, keeping you connected. Discover local reliability you can trust. HalsteadTel.com. Well, Mayport CG got the opening kickoff and was just dialed in after that. It was a 7-minute, 10-second scoring drive, 66-yard scoring drive that ended with a touchdown for Noah Mayhus. It would be 6-0 at the end of the first quarter, and then Mayport CG rattled off back-to-back touchdowns. First, it was Zyler Carlson, a 4-yard touchdown run, and then he had an interception that ended up setting up the next touchdown, a 11-yard run on the on Landon Koenig's quarterback keeper, and it was 20-0 at one point until the 4:54 mark of the second quarter, when Wyndmere Lidgerwood would finally get a touchdown. It was Andrew Arth scoring his 10th touchdown of the season, a 4-yard run. Extra point attempt, a 2-point attempt, no good. 20-6 would be the score. Mayport CG would score one last time before quarter number 2 ended. And this one would be an 18-yard touchdown pass connected to Drew Osmo. 28-6 would beat the score at the half. And then beginning the third quarter, Wyndmere Lidgerwood got the second half kickoff. They were marching upfield. They stalled out, went for it on a 4th down. Patriots got the football. Zyler Carlson, a 71-yard touchdown run to make it 34-6. And then at the 8:36 mark of the quarter, it was a strip and score for Carlson. Stole the football at the 46-yard line, ripped it out of the hands of Arth, and brought it back the other way for the touchdown. 42-6 the score. Wyndmere Lidgerwood would get a touchdown with the 4:06 mark of the third quarter. It would be a touchdown coming for Andrew Arth. He scored 2 touchdowns in this game. Arth would get the touchdown, 42-12 the score, and then Mayport CG scoring one last time in that third quarter at the 1:36 mark. a 43-yard touchdown coming for, no surprise, Zyler Carlson. So Carlson in this game, a 4-touchdown performance, an interception with a decent-sized return, a forced fumble, and a fumble recovery coming its way as well. So he had a heck of a performance in this one. Wyndmere Lidgerwood would score with 4:28 left to play in the game. It would be a touchdown for Jay Kuchera, the senior, scoring his 4th touchdown of the season, his final for the Warbirds, and that would close out this game 50-22. The final score against Wyndmere Lidgerwood ends their season 7-3. Mayport CG 8-1. They are on to the quarterfinals of the 9B playoffs. Still more to come on our Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection. We'll hope to speak to Adam Sola in the post-game show and potentially a member of this Mayport CG football team, as well as name our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, our RDK Enterprises Precision Player of the Game. All that still to come. This is the post-game show, Playoff Football, on YourLiveEvent.com.
Means we all need to be careful. Hello, this is Bethany Rentz with Irie Insurance. We want to make sure everyone up and down the valley has a safe and successful harvest. Take extra special care in your travels. Slow-moving combines, mud-covered roads, and debris are just a few things during harvest that can be dangerous. So take your time, watch your surroundings, and most of all, be patient and slow down. For more harvest safety tips, go to irieins.com.
You're protected and appreciated at Irie.
Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity provider.
Growers, here at Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, we are your water management contractors. We can help you with tile drainage plans, surface drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad at 701-430-0182 to get your water problems solved. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. 701-430-0182, helping farmers grow.
Take a good look at Hillsboro. It's conveniently located between Fargo and Grand Forks. Hillsboro is a growing community with solid local schools with high graduation rates. There's an industrial park ready to host a new business. And there's Woodland Park with activities all year round. The Hillsboro Economic Development Corporation asks you to take a good look at Hillsboro when you're thinking about a place to put down roots and grow. For more information, contact the Hillsboro Economic Development Corporation at growhillsboroND.com.
Hey, what you doing?
Crawling around under my planter trying to figure out if I need any maintenance parts replaced.
It's harvest time, buddy.
Yeah, I know, but the guys at RDK Enterprises keep reminding me to check now, just in case I need something ordered.
What do I look for?
Just give RDK a call and ask some questions. They are the guys I go to for answers.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. We will answer all of your planter questions or come out to your farm and take a look at your planter. Give us a call, 701-636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Welcome back to our Halstead Telephone post-game connection. 36-0 Cavalier leading North Star. So it looks like North Star will be the opponent next week of Mayport CG. Cavalier will be the host school as they would be the higher seed remaining. Still hoping to get a chance to talk to members of this Patriot team on our Halstead Telephone post-game connection. But let's give out our post-game awards. And pretty easy to pick out at least one of them, and that will be an Energy Player of the Game. And by no surprise, we'll go to Zyler Carlson, over 200 yards rushing, 4 touchdowns. One of those are defensive touchdowns on a ball that he stripped away from the offense, as well as that an interception with a decent-sized return. He is the Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. Life takes energy, Enbridge Energy for Life, enbridge.com for career opportunities. So that is our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, our RDK Enterprises Precision Player of the Game, and that is going to be a tough one. Actually, we'll go with the Precision Play of the Game, and that'll be Landon Koenig connecting with Drew Osmo on the 18-yard touchdown pass. That is our RDK Enterprises Precision Play of the Game. Now's the time to discuss upgrading your planter. Visit planterdoc.com. Wishing everyone a safe harvest season. That is RDK Enterprises of Hillsboro and Drayton. We'll take another break here on our Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection. Again, we're talking about a Mayport CG 50-22 win over Wyndmere Lidgerwood in the 9B playoffs. Some other scores 37-0 Lemoore heading into the fourth quarter against Maple River. Lemoore Litchfield Marion, the number 1 seed. They will play either St. John or Surrey, the winner of that game, which is already underway. Heading into the fourth quarter, how about this in the 11B playoffs? It's an 8-7 lead in that game for Lisbon over Hillsborough Central Valley. And that game heading into fourth quarter action. We'll take a break again here on our Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection. More coming your way next on yourliveevent.com.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Efficiencies are critical, which is why you need a lender who will find the right loan structure for a strong financial future. You need a lender to look out for your whole farm operation. Ag Country.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career, doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
Big Tex is the name you can trust to build great trailers. Big Tex and Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsborough are the names behind quality, precise design, and depth of production line. Big Tex, where style does not get lost in the rugged construction of products. Big Tex is made to last and made to perform. When your Big Tex touches the ground, it's tested and warranted, ready for every transport job you have. Get your Big Tex trailer at Bloomfield Enterprises Hillsborough. Contact Tim at 701-430-0877 or Larry 218-368-7989.
I'm Carrie Hepper. Rodeo takes confidence. And when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
I'm Darian Bitts. I'm confident on and off the field. And when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
Don't be fooled by that beat-up old cap. Its faded crown represents the tireless work of America's farmers and ranchers. Its sturdy brim, their dedication to providing our nation with a safe, affordable food source from sunup to sundown. They're turning quarters into the dollars that drive our rural economy. So we'd like to tip our hat to them. Farmers Union Insurance. Protecting those that protect America's food source.
Contact Ryan Opdahl, Farmers Union Insurance, Hillsborough.
For over 100 years, Findlay Farmers Grain and Elevator, a full-service cooperative, has been growing and adapting with the ever-changing agriculture industry. These strong roots in eastern North Dakota include a dedicated staff of 42 full-time employees. Findlay Farmers Grain and Elevator offers a variety of services, including agronomy, sales and service, custom application, grain drying and handling, bulk fuel and oil, tire repair, and light mechanic work. Findlay Farmers Grain and Elevator is a buyer of corn, soybeans, wheat, and sunflowers. Learn more by visiting FindlayFarmersElevator.com.
And back one last time on our Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection. 50-22, Mayport CG with the win against Wyndmere Lidgerwood. Win number 8 of the season for the Patriots. They are now 8-1. Their only loss this year coming against the top-ranked Lobos, who, by the way, are winning against Maple River, and their matchup being played out there in Lemoore. We still have a close game going on in 11B playoffs over in Hillsborough Central Valley against Lisbon. Lisbon with the lead in that game, 8-6. So that one also on yourliveevent.com. That will do it for our broadcast here on our Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection. Our final score on the Golden Harvest scoreboard, Mayport CG 50, Wyndmere Lidgerwood 22. This broadcast of playoff football was authorized by a special arrangement with the Board of Directors of the North Dakota High School Activities Association. Thanks for joining us here. You've been watching high school football on yourliveevent.com.